I'm talking one's bodega. Said see you later.
Hey.
Call my boy Jose. He ain't fucking with them haters.
No.
Always going live.
Hey.
Steady going live.
Hey.
Catch me on Spectrum or maybe Channel 5. Hey. I don't even know. Acting like a hoe.
Well.
Damn, that was beautiful.
It's your boy Loser Lou. Sitting in the back of the crib. I didn't tell Trebla I was recording that.
What an intro!
Hey, bro. This is like the first time like I legit been recorded. Like,
Yeah.
Like Caroline, my wife, she could tell you, bro. I'm always freestyling and like I'm hardly ever recording it. On our way to Houston, bro. On our way to Houston.
Hold up. So it's December 9th, like 11 o'clock. Got a little late start.
Late start.
Brought the homies out tonight. It's Jose's 2-year anniversary. Shout out Sports Guy Jose. Your Tia's favorite reporter, Spectrum News. With
With the peach.
the crown peach.
With the
Your
peach.
Tia's or your aunt's favorite reporter?
People want to know who you see who you are. How can they see you?
They can see me on TV. They could see me at an art event. They could see me pretty much anywhere.
How do they follow you?
Follow me at Sports Guy Jose. I'm verified on Twitter and Instagram.
Oh, damn.
Shit.
And we're also right next to him is Trebla Art.
What's up, everybody? Albert Gonzalez, also known as Trebla Art on Instagram and Twitter, and local San Antonio artist that's branching
Hey,
out.
did you say loco?
hey.
Cypress Hill.
No, hey, but shout out to Adon Hernandez though. Like
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Vato Locos for life. Shout out to Adon. But yeah.
And next to Trebla is Dom.
Bow, bow, bow. Wow, wow, wow. What's up?
If people want to follow you, how do they do that?
You can find me on Twitter at Domskiat, but I'm a menace on there. So if you want to see some professional stuff, holla at me on Instagram. Domskiat, same thing. Just like that.
Yeah.
Again, it's your boy Loser Lou. Like, subscribe,
Hello, Sico.
like, leave comments, talk shit. Let me know if I'm whack. Let me know if I'm dope. Just talk shit. Let me know what's good. I don't know what to do. If y'all want to be on here, let me know. Like, let's figure it out. So, anyways, back to 2 years. How the 2 years been? They fly?
It has flown by quickly. I remember Albert and I were on our way to a Spurs game. It was the Spurs and Blazers. One of his collectors, I gave him tickets. And I had just got hired at Spectrum. And nobody knew about it. I thought you were going to hit a little soundbite. I was about to say, oh!
I'm a little burpy. I didn't want everyone to hear
No, you're
that.
good. You're good. No, so we're on our way, and Albert's probably one of the first people that found out about me going to Spectrum, which was great because I was just a freelance writer for the Express News. I was doing community stories, doing sports stories, hustling, and working at a coffee shop at the same time.
What coffee shop?
I don't want to name drop
So
them.
you're a barista? You were a barista in
I
the
was
past
a
life?
barista, yeah, in my past
Oh,
life.
wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense why you're always at coffee shops.
Yeah, I love coffee, dude. Coffee is incredible. It has kept me sane, but also made me insane as well because coffee is not good for you.
So you can make coffee?
Yeah, I can make
You can
coffee.
make a mean latte?
Yeah, I can make a mean latte.
Mexican mocha?
Ew.
I am a Mexican mocha.
Duh.
Hey, I remember that was your nickname.
What?
That was a good weekend, bro.
Hey, you got to put an emphasis on the writer. So sports guy Jose, like he legit was like in the sports.
Yeah, I was. That's how I got into the journalism world, was sports. And
I
actually,
just remember seeing like all those little like you were interviewing all the Spurs.
oh yeah. So I was an intern for Spectrum at the
Yeah,
time.
I remember seeing all that.
So that's back when I was living my dream. I was in the locker room with the players on the floor.
Whoa.
Living my dream. I mean, you can't interview them anywhere else. That's how they have it set up. Well, technically, I don't know. If you covered the Spurs,
So
you
who'd
know.
you interview from the Spurs? Like all of them?
Pretty much everybody except for Timmy, which upset me because that fall I became an intern. It was fall 16. He retired summer 16. But he and I ran into each other 3 years prior, and I told him one day I was going to interview him in
Where'd you run into him at?
Laser Quest.
Oh, wow.
My nephew and his son had the same birthday, August 3rd.
Did you get to play against him?
Yeah, we were my nephew shot him and he played dead, which was cool.
Whoa,
Yeah,
that's really cool.
So I went up to him and they wrote an article, UJW. You were part of UJW,
Yeah, urban journalism
the
workshop.
Urban Journalism Workshop.
Actually, I was the first class, and you were the last class, right?
Yeah, I was the last class, 2013. So for those who
Yeah,
don't know what that is, basically gets high schoolers and has them cover. Like for me, they had me cover human trafficking. I never covered anything like that in my life. I was always sports, so they challenged you in a way. And so when I was doing that, let's say Lou and I, right, we're both workshoppers. I interview him, he interviews me. We write it, it ends up in the newspaper. So Catherine Sotelo, shout out Catherine, one of the best writers that I know, she wrote my bio, I wrote hers. So I talked about how I met every Spur except Tim Duncan at that point in my life. I was 18 years old. So a couple months later, it's in the newspaper, and I ran into Tim Duncan at Laser Quest. So I spend the whole evening or the whole day figuring out how I'm going to pretty much show him this article. Felt like I was asking the woman of my dreams out. So then I showed him, and then we had a cool moment, and he said, "Hey, sports writer, I'll be seeing you pretty soon." And sure enough, I didn't. I saw him on the West Side, interviewed him for that, but...
Where'd you see him?
The San Juanes.
So you technically did interview Tim Duncan.
But not in a sports setting. It was him being a philanthropist.
Damn.
Hey,
That's
that's
baller.
even better.
That's even better. Yeah, that's
yeah.
Off the
baller.
course.
No,
That's
so
even better.
he was actually like, "What the hell are you doing here?"
So you got to witness the drip, the Tim drip.
Oh, by then his wife was already, or his girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
She's already dressing him up. So, but it was cool. He pulled up with his car shop and everything, and they delivered a month's worth of food to families on the West Side where I grew up. And he didn't know that the media would be there because he didn't want media.
So you were there. You were there like.
I was there because people in the hood were telling me he's gonna be here, and I said,
Oh, okay.
And it was the day of my sister's quinceañera, and I had my suit in the car. And as soon as I
Oh, so
interviewed him,
you were suited up.
no, my suit was in the car.
Oh, okay.
I was in a t-shirt and shorts. It was hot. It was December, but it was still hot.
I mean, come on, it's fucking hot right now outside. It's hot in this room.
Now it is because I requested the fan be off. I was cold earlier. But enough about me. Let's get everybody involved.
How'd you get into art?
He's talking to Albert Trebla right now.
Yeah, no, I guess technically I've always been creative
Uh-huh.
since I was very young. Just never considered myself an artist. So I've been into art just in a not serious way. And since I think the first time I ever tried like legit drawing was second grade, dude. And I remember one of the kids in my class had just received this like really cool Looney Tune lunchbox. And I remember looking at it and thinking like, I want to draw Bugs Bunny. It just looks simple. And I remember I was trying to like match the shapes. They weren't cutting it. So what I ended up doing was putting the paper to the lunchbox and tracing out Bugs Bunny. And I probably did that Bugs Bunny like 100 times. Like
Bugs Buzzer?
Bugs Bunny.
Was that from
You know. You saw this?
La Bamba?
Yeah, my boy Bob.
Well, so anyways, just like Bob, freaking, I'm tracing shit, dude.
Oh, you know what we're talking about?
Yeah, no, but for real, like as a little kid, like a little second grader. Hey, shout out to La Bamba though, bro.
Lou Diamond Phillips?
Like, I guess thinking about it subconsciously, I probably just imitated what I saw on that film. You know what I mean? Like him tracing Woody Woodpecker. Shit, I didn't grow up with fucking Woody Woodpecker. You know what I mean?
You
like,
didn't?
Bro. You have Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse.
I would watch all three. I didn't have cable.
I remember Tiny Toons.
Yeah, Scooby Doo. Hey, as soon as I finished with
Duck.
Bugs, I went on to Scooby Doo. Anyways, the point is, I've been, doodling and not taking myself serious for like the longest time. But when I recently got into my art as a professional since October 2014, like that's when I got into it and told myself that I was just gonna live off my art. And yeah, that's
Talk about that dream though. That dream that you had.
What dream?
man. See, the story's just long. I don't want to take it too much
No,
time.
no,
I guess
no.
I'll paraphrase.
Yeah, paraphrase the dream. It's
from everything.
I only know this because he and I became best friends because I wrote a story on him.
Uh-huh.
And after that, we just hit it off. I mean, and the rest is history.
Yeah,
So
like we became like Jose is one of my best friends, and okay, I'm gonna tell them a story about when we met, which is just crazy. So like,
bro, I'm wearing this, which is even crazier.
see, all right,
Why, was it the same shirt?
The world's about to know right now. The world's about to know. So
Let the world know.
So I get a phone call. I'm doing something in the studio, and I'm getting ready to leave.
Where was your studio?
At the time, it was at the Houseman Millworks off
Oh,
of
okay.
Russell and San Pedro.
Okay.
And I'm doing something, and I'm leaving the studio, and I get a phone call, and it's from this dude. And, he tells me about this idea of writing a story and meeting me sometime, and we were going to, like, link up and figure out a good schedule for him to,
I was making this phone call from Barrio. As soon as we hang up, I tell Gil, hey, I'm going to interview this artist named Albert, Trebla Art. He has some of his work in here. Yeah. And we're just talking about Albert.
Gilbert's telling him my story and how we met, because that's another interesting story, too.
And then Gilbert's like, and then Gilbert says,
both.
Speaking of the devil, Albert walks through the door. Like 10 minutes after we had that convo on the phone.
Yeah, like
Crazy.
I said what's up to Gilbert, and I walked past, and then Gilbert's like pointing
You were in the parking lot, like on the phone with him, and then you're like, okay, and then you just went in the coffee shop.
Yeah, I think that was probably
just park your
it.
car.
Hey, I love both the Gilberts.
Oh yeah, shout out to OG Gilbert.
Yeah,
he
shout out to everybody.
Locked up like Akon, and he got out of prison and has changed the hood for the better.
Yeah,
yes, he has.
Love that man.
He has.
Yeah, I love both Gilberts. I love everybody at Barrio Barista, and but yeah, so that was the connection on like literally conversation over the phone. I get off to go to Barrio, that's where I always was, and freaking Jose's there, and we're like, oh shit, like, and we start catching up, and then we set that schedule, and then at that point it was just history. It was just
spend a couple of days with him too. I wanted to take my time with that story. And then maybe a month later, by then we come to Dom.
So hold up, you've done a story with everybody at this table.
Oh shit.
I love it.
That's right. Yeah, Dom was the most recent one. No, it was Dom, because I did another one on him because of Tim Duncan, because he got in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, so Dom, who is an incredible photographer, I saw her work everywhere. Uh-huh. Well, this is back when I thought she was a guy, because when you're on, like, Dom wasn't, like, on Twitter, when you look at the profile pictures, they're blurry as hell. And all her photos, like, you go through someone.
Who was taking my pictures back then? Damn it! My photographer was failing me, but it's fine. It's cool.
So then that story. So you could tell that story, Dom.
Well, let's hear it.
How me and Jose met?
Yeah.
So it's a small world. I don't even really remember actually meeting Jose. I think we had really first met through Twitter, because this was like New Year's 2018, and I had just shooted my shot at Halcyon and was like, hey, let me donate some of my work here, like some real small shit, just to get myself out there. And I photographed my homie Dino, which is his federal name, Brandon.
Yeah.
That's him.
I went to high school with him.
Yeah, cool guy, super cool. And when I just moved back to San Antonio back in like 2016, me and him became friends, and I was just taking pictures of him, following him around. So I took a really dope portrait of him in the woods, like kind of near the northeast side of town. So with that picture, that was my favorite, like, all time. So I printed it out and threw it in a cool ass like gold frame and threw it in Halcyon. And Jose takes a picture like by it, and he was like, "Is that Dino I spy?" And then through Twitter, Dino retweets that, and I see it, and I'm like, "Oh, that's what's up!" Like that's really like shout out to Jose.
Yeah. Then we met at Carmen's all women's photography event.
Show, yeah.
So that's when I saw Dom's Twitter name. I was like, oh, Dom's a girl. That's dope. So then I found Dom.
Is that when you got that picture?
That's when I bought the picture of. Oh my gosh,
which
that
picture?
is. So I have a picture of him where it's all black and white.
Yeah.
But the grill is gold. I mean, you've seen it.
Yeah, I have that. Yeah, that was like the early shows, man.
Yeah. So that I have that.
Yeah.
And Lou's been my roommate, technically speaking, for years now, 3 years.
I remember when
Dude, that's so crazy. Like
that was cool.
Wow.
Full circle.
It came into just a circle, just like.
Well, you think about even the class that you said that.
Oh yeah.
Like you were the first.
I was the first class.
You were the last.
He was the last.
That's like the beginning and end of a circle, right there.
And we're
end of a beginning of a
on
point.
a circle table.
Wow, we're sitting at a circle table.
Man,
right
I only took like one sip of this crown.
Cheers. In a different dimension.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome how it all came through.
That was cool. That was me and Jose been cool ever since.
Yeah, dude, and it's so crazy just to see all of y'all. I'm the one who hasn't built the confidence up yet, which is crazy to put my stuff out yet.
Why?
I don't know. But I'm gonna do it now.
I'm always
inspiring.
I'm always telling this dude all the time.
Straight up.
All the time.
Just do it. Whenever we like get a show together, I'm like, Jose, are you ready? He's like,
He's like, yeah.
It's like me though. Sometimes I get it. It's okay. He's like, yeah, dude, and just doesn't.
I just not my head.
I'm excited for Jose. I think Jose one day is gonna throw a huge show and it's gonna go
that's
crazy.
Oh
what
yeah, it's gonna sell out.
It's gonna sell out.
Like I
dude.
want it to be like
It's the anticipation. Just wait. Yeah, you know,
like
take your time.
I wanted like knowing Albert and how he went all out for the first time with the barber.
I remember seeing Albert painting in front of Barmacy.
Barmacy.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, right there, McCullough.
McCullough.
There you go,
McCullough
McCullough.
and Hildebrand.
Oh, okay.
Across from that
old
taco spot
pharmacy
that
place.
claims to be the best tacos in the nation or whatever. That really isn't.
Oh yeah, the one that has the Guy Fury stuff on there.
Yeah.
Next to the little gas station.
They don't let you take pictures in there.
What the hell?
It's already been kicked out.
Have you ate there though?
It's like,
Did you spend money
They're pretty
there?
good. I wouldn't say world's best,
bro, I'm from the West Side. Like,
but they are pretty good though.
Yeah.
Like they're not bad.
He's like,
it's no
They kicked
Garcia's.
us out. Fuck 'em.
What did you eat though?
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
He didn't even eat tacos.
Usually when I go
I
to a
ate
taco
enchiladas.
spot, usually when I go to a taco spot, I judge them on their carne asada.
Bro, you can't. That's not.
Oh, hold on. We're in the West Side of San Antonio. That's what you
Oh.
judge on.
Bro, you go off.
So this is what I hear.
That and the
I hear
beans.
I heard three different things. I always hear people say they judge it by carne asada, they judge it by bean and cheese, or they judge it by the flour tortilla.
bro.
Yo, that's it.
Tortillas.
That's it.
No, hold on.
For me, it's tortillas.
It has to have the dust on your fingers.
Yes,
You need that magical dust.
Hold on.
Yo,
But
for-
let me state why you
For
shouldn't
me,
do.
it's the onions and the cilantro. It's
Oh.
how they cut the onions. If
Man,
they
she's on her
sauteing.
Food Network bag right now.
Hold on.
Damn.
Is it double tortillas? Go ahead.
Hold on.
Damn, okay.
So this is why you don't go with carne guisada for the first.
Guisada or asada?
Guisada.
Oh yeah, I feel like that's sensitive. That's a sensitive.
All right, so
breakfast staple in San
No,
Antonio.
hold on, but the reason why you don't go with that is because like you could go very wrong with that and like could hurt your stomach.
It'll fuck you up.
Yeah, like, and I'm pretty sure for having that experience of trying the
Right.
carne guisadas first,
Someone
that's having that experience. So the safe bet is to go with the bean and cheese tacos because you can tell a lot by the beans.
Yeah.
You can
And the
tell a lot
cheese.
by the
If
cheese.
you get fucked up
You can
from
tell-
that, something's wrong.
Yeah.
someone on Twitter had put
And the tortillas. The tortillas are always the number one. You open it up.
that carne asada is just beef stew,
Basically, with cheese.
and it ruined it for me. I was like, damn.
Well, let me just say this. Sorry,
was
last
just-
thing. Go ahead.
I'm passionate about these tacos, man.
Me too.
I gotta,
Dom's about to move some furniture.
if my foil isn't sweaty, like if there isn't a sweat stain out of my like brown bag, it's not it. I don't know.
Yeah, you're
True.
right. You're right.
That's true.
It needs to stain me. Like
I have to put the bag on the floor in my car.
right, yeah.
Hey, let's pass it around. Let's pass it
Hold on,
around.
let on.
I read something that there was like a study done, like breakfast tacos taste better when they're wrapped in foil. Like I guess it still cooks them while they're
yeah.
wrapped in foil.
It absorbs all that heat.
Yeah.
Just keeps it there.
All right. I had this experience where I once was on a specific side of town that you normally wouldn't go for tacos.
The
and
Where were you
north
at?
side.
Where were
The
you at?
north side.
I'm not gonna say, but
you have to.
those
This
people
fool
in
was
San
in New
Antonio,
Braunfels.
those people in San Antonio, inside 410,
Oh.
inside 410. Let me say that inside 410.
It's Alamo Heights.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Please say
It has to be Alamo Heights.
I'm not gonna say.
$6
I'm
on
not gonna
taco.
say.
Castle Hills is north of
Hey,
410.
I'm not saying. I'm
Stone
not
Oak
saying
is
a
north of
specific
Why should it be
area,
south side?
but
Oh my
anyways,
God.
the places you don't normally go to get breakfast tacos in the morning inside 410. Not only did we pay like $4
For one taco.
$4 close. Well, I would say like three. I think it was like 325, 325.
Oh, okay.
Bean and cheese taco.
What?
Wow, that's gentrification.
Hold up.
Where were you? We
Anyways,
need to burn them down.
No, I bought multiple tacos for me and Caroline.
Yeah.
And,
Caroline's his wife.
And I was so upset. So upset. I don't think I've ever been so upset in my life for food. And I was like, we're in San Antonio. You can't be doing this.
Right.
History,
isn't
quick
right.
history lesson for y'all. Breakfast
Be careful
tacos
out
were
there.
created on the west side. And the reason why I know that is this woman who is a colleague, or she's a colleague because she's a part of the San Antonio Association of Hispanic Journalists. She's an archivist. So she found the oldest archive in the newspaper. And the first papa con huevo taco was on the west side.
Oh wow.
That's crazy, right?
What year was that?
19, quien sabe? I don't even know, bro. But
All recent.
what's y'all's favorite breakfast taco spot?
Panchitos.
Which one?
Come on. The one on Zarzamora, bro.
Okay. No, you have to clarify for some people.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same at both locations, no?
I don't know, man, because they got
I heard they have a tiki bar at the one on McCullough.
McCullough's a place where you sit down and have dinner. To me, that Panchitos.
I don't know. I've only been in there like once or twice, but the other one, I've been.
But that's actually Adana Hernandez's favorite Panchitos.
I mean,
because his studio's right there, West Kings Highway.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Panchitos, the one on San Zamora, they do 10 for 10.
Oh wow.
All I know is their carne asada is good, and
they got those Mexicanas throwing down, bro.
Bro, they got the Panchitos Deluxe, bro. It has a little bit of everything. Woo.
What about you, Dom?
Honestly, this is gonna be a hard left turn, but I'm gonna just stand up for the Northeast Side kids. My favorite breakfast spot is this Jalisco spot off 3009 out in Schertz. Fuck. So I'm a huge fan of barbacoa in the morning, like greasy barbacoa, like just straight with the meat, with the side of coffee, right?
She said
with
barbacoa.
Yeah, some barbacoa on flour tortilla. No, on corn tortilla. I'm sorry. So corn tortilla, little corn tortillas with the limes, and then you just throw your own pico de gallo in there. So normally when I get my bag, it's sweaty. You feel me? And then they hook me up with a coffee, a little small one, 3 creamers, hella sugar. Like, it's a bomb. That's all I need. I'm good. I normally can eat like 2.
I'm gonna have to go with the place that literally treats me like family. Like I pulled up every day, bro. Especially when hold on, Jose. No,
Where's that?
Jose.
He's gonna tell that story.
No. Jose could tell it. Like
Blanco Cafe.
Oh, bro, yes.
Wow.
Blanco's fucking legit, bro.
Bro, I love everybody there at Blanco. Especially during COVID, it was like my number one priority to pull up like every day, whatever I could, to buy tacos. And yeah, they made it afloat when a lot of places were closing down, and it was all, community effort to keep, our favorite spots alive, and shout out to everybody listening that works in a San Antonio restaurant that's actually holding it down, because
for real, man,
y'all are the life, the heart of San Antonio,
especially for us young folks who are always on the go, who don't have time
to cook.
Because for me, I'm eating in between interviews. For me, it's
you're eating at 10 o'clock at my crib.
Yeah, I was eating Cane's right now.
It's just
for the Cane's, by the way. Today was a busy day for me, and I ate at 11 a.m. And
all I know is that Crown Peach and sweet tea is really hitting
and he
hard.
has it inside a Peanuts Cane's cup, a Peanuts themed Cane's cup.
Hey, I'm gonna make a sticker of this conversation. It's gonna be about tacos. I got y'all.
So for me, my favorite spot is a spot that I learned about later on in my life, probably my sophomore year of college, and it was in my hood the whole time. Linda's on Guadalupe.
Hey, yeah, that spot's fucking great, bro.
Love it.
It's great.
Because for me, I grew up in the San Juanes area, and I also lived on near Cooper Middle School, Tampico and Zamora. So for me, Mirancho and Panchitos were the spots. Mirancho's it used to be a tiny hole in the wall, and they bought this property and built this 2-story house. It's still there to this day, and it's fire. I love that spot. But Linda's was a spot that I learned about in college. Because when you're on Guadalupe, you're always blinded by Davila Pharmacy, the big candle. Like, it's easy to drive by Linda's.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I totally feel you.
With the mural on the side?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's been my spot for 5-6 years now. Love it.
Yeah, I always see you there.
Like you said, the powdered, you feel that powder off of the flour.
Yeah. That's how you know it's real, bro.
I love my tortillas like I love my women. Shout out my girl.
Powdery.
Powdery, yeah. No, thick and brown.
Oh, man.
What were you gonna say, Lou? I'm sorry.
How'd you get into photography, Dom? How long you been shooting? You're a mystery. I love it.
So, I can go as far as being early childhood, just having little disposable cameras.
What, like those?
Yeah, a little point and shoot straight up. Yeah, originals. Anytime I'd go on a field trip, my mom would make sure to hook me up with the camera. Like, she'd be like, "Don't forget this." So I would just take pictures of anything. When my dad used to live out in Hollywood, I spent a summer with him, And I just always had a little camera on me, and I would take pictures of everything. By then, he was showing me like all his recording studios he was at, so it was nothing but like graffiti and just dope murals and cool cars. So I'm really thankful to be exposed to that at a young age, to see like cool, world art.
So your dad raps?
Yeah, shout out to my dad. My dad raps. But anyways, getting into photography, man, it was just, I had a little Coolpix, a little Nikon point and shoot in middle school. And then for my birthday, my mom got me a Canon Rebel T3i. So it was my 16th birthday.
Shout out the Rebels, man.
Yeah, man. That was like the OG. It was super easy to learn. Then I was just kind of trying to do anything to just get out there. Also take pictures of what I thought was cool. So anything like your aperture settings or learning different shutter speeds or trying to take a picture of a Coke bottle and make everything look blurry. Like all of that really interested me. That was super exciting. So I was doing everything, man. I was taking pictures of my friends for graduations, for prom.
So you were doing it, dude.
I was doing like quinceañeras. I was taking pictures of like soccer games. So I was in geometry, and I'm horrible at math. So low key, I had like a 69 in the class.
Wink,
I was
wink.
like,
Hold on,
shit.
point.
No, it was like a 68. I won't even lie. Actually, I'm lying. It was a 68.9. So
Damn.
I needed some extra
You're
credit.
now listening to
And
late night radio.
straight up.
with
And my
Dom.
It's not
geometry
that kind of
teacher,
podcast, I'll say.
my geometry teacher was like, he was a soccer coach, and he was like, I was like, hey, is there any extra credit I can do? He was like, don't you have a cool camera? Like, I know you take pictures. Why don't you come to one of our games and like just photograph it, and I'll give you like 10 extra points. So I was in there. So
Oh, wow.
I
So
was
he
doing
hooked
just
you up.
anything. Yeah, he hooked me up, man. Shout out to Coach Villarreal. So
That's what's up.
yeah,
Dom, tell
I was
them what you told me though. When I interviewed her, I learned a lot about her that I didn't know.
Oh, I mean,
No,
There's
not that specifically.
there's all
That's
types of
that's
stuff,
personal
yeah.
if you want to share it. But one thing that she said was, I don't want to be a Macy's photographer.
yeah, I never wanted to do just all freelance on my. When I first started, I thought I knew what I wanted. I thought like, oh, I'm gonna take pictures of cool shit and I'm gonna make money and people are gonna book me and it's gonna be great. And I did that for a while. Like, I did it more like side hustle than I did it full time. Then I got too like exhausted and burnt out.
burnt you out?
It burnt me out, like the business side of it, because it's like
Yeah.
I never necessarily had the passion for like entrepreneurship, but I was just passionate about expressing myself and just making cool stuff and maybe being like my own boss. Like, I come from a family that works, so it's like, but I also come from a father who dropped out of high school, who's been making music, who's been kind of just on the run, living here and there, and his excuse was always like, I love music, like I'm gonna do music. I don't really. So being exposed to that, and then my mother, who was in the Air Force, like single mom for a little bit, seeing her work, it was like, and coming from Mexico, it's like, we don't really do that. Like, you can if you want, but like, you need to work. So that was always my little, whatever, my little leeway. So yeah, I've tried to jump in every aspect of photography, I guess, like the business side of it, the full time, like just even videos, doing art exhibitions, selling prints, like just being out there and just having fun with it.
Can I say something about like what Dom's been able to accomplish
What you gonna say?
since I met her? Just the hustle in Dom. Hearing the story about like just being out there at a young age and just hustling. Like recently, since we met, like she's just done like amazing stuff for the community and for herself, and like she put everybody on. She did. She curated an amazing art show.
Hey,
on top of that,
shout out to you for putting everyone on that one show you did.
yeah, no, but this is Dom right here. So Dom curated an amazing art show.
It was
with
so
an
dope.
amazing partner.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And on
How about shout out for letting me be part of it.
No, and on top of that, she put everybody on at the Digital Pro Labs, and she got everybody's art looking right, and getting that position that she had, and really using it to its fullest potential. Like anybody could get a position like that and just like
She doesn't
go through it, but
think
like she hustles.
I think the thing is that she doesn't have to do it; she wants to.
Yeah.
I want to.
And that shows what kind of person that she is.
Yep.
That she just does it out of the kindness of her heart, not because, to feed her ego. She doesn't have an ego to begin with. Like literally, like if I was her, I'd have a big head, shoot, and I'd be like, what's up, Vince McMahon walk everywhere.
Yo, bro. Speaking of
Thank
egos,
you.
like I killed my ego about 2.5 years ago.
You have to.
Yeah. You have to.
I am
You
a
have to,
totally
man.
different person ever since.
Good.
When I gave up all the hate in my heart and I quit being a fucking asshole,
Good.
like, whew,
It changes.
it
Yeah,
does.
man.
You see life differently.
I've-
You actually care.
I've definitely have turned down like many, not necessarily, I guess opportunities, but just even for the whole ego thing. Like I don't need to do this. Like I don't, if it seems too much or if I'm being taken advantage of anything, like now I'm at a point where I kind of know my worth because I've done that. You know, I've been taken advantage of. I've been flaked on. I've been all that. So now it's like, if it's a big opportunity, but it's just, I'm not going to do it. Like, and I have no problem with passing it to the homie or somebody who I'm like, please don't let me down. But like, you know, take care of that.
But it takes those failures. It takes
Right.
those learning lessons to
Yeah.
become weathered for that.
To really let go of your
and
ego.
like to face those difficult moments when you want shit to go your way,
Bro,
and it just
Bro,
like
speaking of hustle, like I said, I've seen you come up, bro. I've seen you come up from painting like on the side of the road. And like I see where you're at now, like the painting you did on the side of what, Travis Park Church?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
shit was baller, bro.
it's not
Like,
even done yet, dude. Like that's just like
Hey,
my
you told me you were
portion.
gonna be done by last Sunday.
No. The weather's been
I'm
crazy.
just fucking with
Yeah,
Nah,
take time.
you. You did though.
yeah, no, I remember I did, but actually that night I was gonna do it. It actually started raining,
Yeah, I remember.
but
Can't rush perfection.
I would have.
Yo, I just bust balls. That's what I do. I have fun doing it too.
Hey, I saved you for getting towed that night too.
Hey.
Yeah.
How?
So I'm up there painting. Dude pulls up in a freaking tow truck.
I don't even remember.
You weren't there.
What you mean? I'd already left.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're driving the black Nissan that night, weren't you?
No, I was in a gray Nissan, some rental car.
I could have sworn it was. Well, I was up high too, and it was dark, and it was a Nissan. So I might have thought it was.
Is that
yours.
why you? I remember you FaceTimed me that night.
Yeah.
Okay.
So were you still downtown?
Nah, I can't remember where I went. I was gonna be a hood rat or some shit.
That's
Oh,
the most
anyways.
Lou thing I've
Well,
heard
I
tonight.
thought. Okay, well, I saved somebody's car from getting towed. I thought it was yours. I was like, no, don't take that car. And the
'Cause
guy
I
like he
did.
was about to hook it up. And
Because I
was like,
remember
no.
I got frustrated because I remember like it was taking forever to get like the stencil aligned.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting there like it was like 20 minutes deep into that, and I was just like, bro, I
He's
gotta
frustrated
go.
like he's the one installing it.
Well, no, he was there to take pictures. It's just
No, I
it was
know, but it's
difficult.
funny. He's like, I was frustrated, and he's just watching.
it.
Well, I mean, like I'm pretty sure everyone else was fucking frustrated too.
Nah, we got a lot of stuff done that night, but
That night, that was a good night. That was a fun night. I met a lot of good people that night.
yeah, but just to be in that situation and that this point in time in my career, being able to do something like that downtown.
I mean,
of all
like I
places,
said, I've seen you come up from you've hustled your ass to like where you're at now, and it looks like you're having a great time doing what you're doing.
And I feel the same way about these two. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I've seen both of them come up as well
Yeah.
too.
Bro,
it's just
Bro, when I
surround
was
yourself with people you want to be like,
Exactly.
and together everybody will grow. And like that's what I learned early on is like, go be around the people that are going off the same energy I'm going off of, and like make those people my friends.
bro, honestly, like the two people that I call the most are probably Dom and Albert.
Really?
I'm always wondering what they're doing, just because I know, like,
They're doing something interesting.
yeah, exactly. They're doing something cool that can inspire me or just rub off on me in a way.
I remember first time I met you.
Was that
the first time I met
No,
you?
the first time we met was at Alamo Draft House through Andrew.
Oh, there we go. Shout out Andrew Medina. Shout
Andrew
out Beatles.
Medina, that's my boy. So when I started photography, he would take me out with him, and he would shoot because he was shooting way before I was.
Bro, he took me to like insane spot.
Exactly.
We were on the top of this hotel. I don't even remember the name of it. All I know is
Is it the one on San Pedro?
No, downtown, like
I don't know.
like downtown. All I know is like we snuck up there. It was crazy. He was all, I'm at the top. I have the door cracked. Let me know when you're up here. And we get up there and there's like just a little rail. Like it was scary. We were like maybe it's a high rise up there. I don't know how many floors up. Maybe like 35 floors up.
Yeah, Andrews is like, yeah, I would love Andrew. Like Andrews is really, like Andrew has the same demeanor of Dom, where just real chill.
Yes.
And if stuff happens, it's all right. I'll be good. For me, it's like, oh, the end of the world. But for like Dom and Andrew, they're just like when I worked with Andrew, like if he had a bad night, right? So Andrew and I worked as servers at Draft House. That's why I know him. So whenever
I forgot you were a server at Draft
yeah, that's
House.
where I met you. You were watching a movie, and I'm like, oh, Lou's here, like because I saw you in the lobby. I was like, oh, that's that dude from Instagram. Let me go hit like say hi, and then that's when we met quickly. And like Andrew, he was just the type of guy that's just like, but I'll be all right. Tomorrow will be a good day, better day. And I'm like,
Yeah,
bro, you have a son that's like
he's a very optimistic guy.
very optimistic guy, and it rubs off on you. So I don't know when we first hung out. Honestly,
I want to say the first time we hung out was when you did that story at Presa House.
probably. Yeah, so I did a story on him and this artist from Austin,
Adrian Armstrong.
Armstrong. There
And
you
he's
go.
not. I think he's from like Nebraska,
Well, he's based in Austin.
something like that.
Yeah.
Very dope artist. Very dope artist.
So literally his forearm, that disposable camera, I put that on TV. Literally, this is him on TV. One of these right here. his laugh that he does.
He was just like, I heard your laugh like for an hour.
Just editing.
I was editing.
Just repeat.
No, and with Dom's story, man, it was easy to put her story together.
Yo, I was just cracking up because when you put me on air, I was wearing a big shirt that said fucked.
What happened with that? Did it get cleared?
Really?
F-U-C-T.
Oh, well.
I love it. Like, no one ever said anything. I just thought my homies were just laughing at that.
Oh, we're cable television, too. And I'm not going to censor anybody. Well, technically, I'm going to use the beep, but, I mean, say whatever you want.
And I had a great night that night at Presa House.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I sold out. It was dope.
yeah, it was a fun night. And it's cool. It's cool spaces like, Regal spaces. When Albert lends his space, when y'all find spaces yourselves, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know you could display art here. Like, the Parish, that's a cool spot.
Yeah.
That's a really cool
spot's amazing.
spot.
Shout out Six Block.
Oh, shout out Six Block.
Yeah.
I wore his mask on TV back in January.
I remember that.
Yeah, I went live on TV with his mask. And I try to support. This is one thing that I'm going to preach right now. Is I'm sick and tired of people thinking that they can't support an artist. You could buy a small print. You could buy a stick. Like you could buy whatever. But I'm sick and tired of people thinking that they can't support an artist financially. You can.
I mean, even just sharing like their work.
Yes, but no. The reason why I say that is because I know a lot of people who spend a lot of their money on meaningless things.
I mean, that's
No,
all
I know,
Americans.
but
it's all Americans.
Yeah. But we're Tejanos and Tejanas. It's different down here. We got to look out for each other.
Chicanas.
Yeah, exactly. You got to look out for each other. Like Dom's piece that I bought last year, I knew I had to have that one. I saw it and I'm like, all right, that's the one I'm going to buy from Dom.
The one in your living room?
The one in my living room,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And then she gave me a
That
photo
makes
of my...
me feel good.
And then she gave me... It's next to
That's
his.
that's the best thing to hear as an artist. Like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
right?
your piece. I look at it all the time. It's like, oh my god.
And then she gave me the piece, and I exchanged it. She gave it to... it's a photo she took of me. I took her to a tunnel.
You took him to the same tunnel.
I took him to the same tunnel.
right after when you got the 6 block mask on.
That one tunnel
No, I took...
where we had to.
Oh, yeah, I took you first, and then I
where we
took
had
him.
to like.
Yeah, he has a video of me.
Literally slime.
It's literally so
This is back when Dom had a little ponytail.
a little chongo, yeah.
And I took this really nice photo of her, and she took this really cool photo of my eye. And she blew it up, and she gave it to me when earlier this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
At
gave
the
it to me.
Car wash.
She gave it... Oh, Commonwealth. Yeah.
No, we were at the car wash. That's when I gave you. I met you at the
Well,
car wash.
it was at the coffee shop, though.
Or whatever. Yeah, he was waiting for his car. I was like, Jose, I gotta give you something.
So there's a car wash coffee shop here.
It's like right next to
No,
each other.
it's right next. It's a washtub right next to it on Hildebrand and Broadway. But she gave it to me, and I'm like, I can't accept this for free, so I had to give her something. So I gave her
This fool gave me a skateboard.
a $200 skateboard that I bought during the pandemic because I thought I was gonna learn how to skate, and I realized
you skateboard.
for a little bit, but I sucked. I couldn't do tricks. I could just cruise.
Can't
Yo,
even
I
break,
broke my right ankle 3 times skateboarding.
Oh God.
Jose swore that he was gonna be like the next Tony Hawk and shit.
I was gonna.
Antonio Hawk.
No. It's Antonio. Cumbia Kings.
He comes out, he skates the Cumbia Kings.
And then even Albert too. When he first started photography, I had my 35 f2. I messed it up. I dropped it in mud. It still worked. You just couldn't go anything past f2.8.
Wow. Wow.
So
He's one of the first collectors of my like first photographs.
So I gave him the lens, and he's like, how much you want for it? I was like, bro, just have it. Like, you know, it still works. It's not that it's useless. It works well. F2 is a perfect, you know, it's perfect to use.
For 35.
So then he took this really nice picture.
That. You kept that on you. You're like, it's broken, but I love it. I love that spirit, man. It was perfect.
No, but Albert gave me this really nice photo of this bird bath in front of this casita on the west side, and then blurred out is Mi Barrio No Se Vende.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is such a me photo. And that photo's still not hung yet. No, because he told me the dimensions, right?
Hey, hold up. Don't worry. I jacked some his last street art project. I was supposed to hang it up in here, but I haven't hung it up yet.
Now I remember being like, damn, Lou got one of my pieces.
I want a piece.
He told me he's like, I'm gonna take the next one, and I'm in my head I'm like,
we were at Whataburger when he said that.
Yeah,
because he was like, so I could just take it too, though, right?
Yeah, and I was like,
I left it. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna wait.
So
hey, and I let your piece ride, bro. I let it ride for a few days.
No. I appreciate that. No. I straight up. I appreciate that because we talked about it, you know, about you wanting to get one, and then I kind of told you. And
explain it for the people who don't know what it is.
Explain your street art project.
Yeah. So the street art project is
hold up. Before we get into that, why Wabi Sabi?
Why Wabi Sabi?
Yeah.
So the story of Wabi Sabi it started with me painting. I think I was maybe on my 7th flower painting at that time. And I'm working on this painting and I'm watching a short documentary on YouTube of this father and son who create furniture, out of dead trees. And during this short documentary, towards the end, the father's starting to talk about like the philosophy and the just pretty much the culture and everything that he puts into his work. And he's towards the end, he starts talking about the philosophy of Wabi Sabi, and he starts explaining how, you know, he's using these dead trees and creating a new form of the same tree, and how, you know, this one thing was once discarded and now it's treasured and seen as a valuable item. And as I'm painting, I'm listening to this guy's words, and I'm staring at this like unfinished Wabi Sabi painting, or the flower painting at the time was just unfinished, was just these abstract shapes. And I thought, wow, like if I didn't do the black outlines, or, you know, if I were to continue this, in a way, it's just like that Wabi Sabi philosophy, because, you know, these shapes were just abstract and they weren't anything. It's my process of putting these organic shapes and colors together that form these really positive, happy pieces of art that I could hang on a wall and someone could see the story that I'm trying to tell. And the Wabi Sabi is translated through my art, with the flowers being a symbol of who we are as individuals, and the water being that symbol of life. And, you know, it's kind of hard to explain.
Watch King of the Hill. There's an episode where Bobby is in a rose contest, and he explains Wabi Sabi to Hank Hill.
Yeah, okay, so check this out.
I don't know what a JPEG is. I just want to see a picture of a hot dog.
No, so check this out. So I told Jose about that episode, and I actually came across that episode on King of the Hill. I was going up to Florida, St. Petersburg, for a solo exhibition, and while
you just show in Florida?
Yeah, I had a solo exhibition in
Florida.
Florida.
How'd you learn that?
Florida.
Instagram, bro.
That's the name of a state.
You see what I mean? Hustler.
The same way I get a lot of opportunities is like I just create them, bro. Like I send messages out to people and just introduce myself, cold calls, like you name it, bro. Like I'm just trying to create opportunities for myself instead of waiting around.
Bro, yes,
So
I know what you mean. Bro, come on.
Proactive. You got to be proactive.
So my wife's driving, you know, the rest of the way to St. Petersburg, and I'm sitting in the passenger seat just watching King of the Hill episodes, and we're pulling in to St. Petersburg. Like we're legit passing up the sign, like welcome to St. Petersburg. And at that moment, that episode where Bobby wants to be a florist and, you know, grow these beautiful flowers, towards the end of the episode, Bobby explains to Hank Hill how the flower that isn't like the biggest or the brightest could also be the most beautiful because it has little flaws that make it stand out from all the other flowers, and how by embracing these, imperfections, it makes the flower that much more beautiful because it's unique and it's its own and it has its own story. And I'm watching this episode and listening to that as I'm pulling into St. Petersburg, and I look over at my wife and I'm like, this is so crazy. Like, I had just started the Wabi Sabi series, and I was having a show in Florida like the next day. So like during that opening, I'm telling people about the Wabi Sabi and how I found, the meaning within the flowers and my art. And then I tell them the story about Hank Hill. I end up, cutting it on my phone, screen recording and shit. So when I'm talking to these like new potential collectors, I'm telling them like Wabi Sabi in my definition, and I kind of tell them about King of the Hill, because I'm sure a lot of people seen it, but like from Texas to Florida is I'm not into that. But anyway, I show them the episodes. I sell some art. I come back to San Antonio. I have a cool story to tell freaking Jose, and he always brings that up. He's like, "Oh, just watch the King of the Hill episode." But
bro, literally,
Bobby explains it really well.
He's like, "It's like the crack in the Liberty Bell or the mole in Cindy Crawford's face."
Yeah, no, it's a perfect episode.
But if it was in a contest with other beautiful bills, it'd lose. And then Hank is such a dick. He just cuts the flower.
But yeah, that's pretty much how the Wabi Sabi series started. And now I just recently finished number 736.
Bro, he's coming for the
Wow.
He's coming for the Simpsons, bro.
So like are you ever gonna end the Wabi Sabi?
Bro, it's like
It's a lifestyle.
This is what I say. It's like all these other artists before me, like Monet, and like even now more contemporary artists. Like, you look at the art and what they're creating, it's like they know what people like and they know what they love to create, and they do it. Like, I love the Wabi Sabi series. I love creating it. Like, I think it's gonna be something I'm gonna be doing till I'm old, and like they keep evolving.
That's awesome. So yeah,
or till I die. I don't want to say I'm old, but like
awesome. Okay,
like right now. I explained it in this. I forgot who I did this like interview with, but I explained it like this: it's like each painting that I do, especially the Wabi Sabi series, like I feel like I'm just scratching the surface of something. Like I feel like I'm learning with each one, and like for a lot of people that I don't think are very like aware of like the conceptual part of the work, they might see it and be like, oh, well, they're all the same. But then if you really look at the work in entirety, you'd see like, no, like these things are changing, and like you might not catch it right away, but if you look closely, even the mediums that I'm starting to use now,
I've always admired that.
They're changing.
Yeah. So it seems like the times that change too, you go with it, and each Wabi Sabi, something that you produce, it seems to go with that time too. It's really weird, but I can catch that. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, I recently did a new one that has a gold outline.
Right.
So you painted a pool one time?
No, I'm going to paint it.
Oh, you haven't painted it?
No, it's been a really long process, and like whenever working on like really big projects like this, it's like it's a whole team of people. Like it's gonna happen. I don't want to say too much about it until a lot of other stuff. It's a lot of like custom orders and stuff like that, and if I had all the money to pay for it like up front, I'd be like, hey, I'll just pay for it. You just give me the check, when I'm done. But it's a really big project, and yeah, I'm just being patient with it because I don't want to rush anything. I'm just being patient with it.
That's cool. Like that's just something I saw on your like IG you posted one day, so that's why I brought it up, because that's super. That's interesting as fuck.
I don't want to make it too out there though when it's complete, because I know a lot of people are gonna probably want to see it, but it's gonna be there's gonna be a whole thing around it, but I'll get private invites for sure.
Let's go! Puro pinche party way.
I'm gonna take my skateboard. My new skateboard.
Our skateboard.
Our skateboard.
Till death do us part, Dom.
So I remember that show that we did at the Blue Star at Brig.
When September?
Which one? There's been like 100 of them this year.
Yeah, we're getting,
You're right. I have a horrible time frame. Ecstasy fucked my memory.
What was the time?
Oh my gosh.
What was the number one song that was out?
What was the number one song?
At the time.
My boy Miles bought one of your pictures.
Oh yeah, that was September.
So with those pictures, Like, where'd you do those at? They were interesting. The people wearing the ski mask, hanging out of a car.
Oh,
That
Dom,
was the
those
shoot,
are incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah, she had those up in flight too, right?
Yeah. So the same ones at Flight, they didn't get bought. So I was like, I'm going to put them in the next show. But it was like my ego at first. I was like, no, man, people have already seen this shit. Like, I got to do something new. And I was like, you know what? Whatever. I just did that. Yeah. Shout out to this dude. He goes by Mark Black. I think he's from San Antonio, but he's lived all over the place. He messaged me on Instagram and was like, I want to do a shoot. And I was like, all right, like, let's do it. Take me out to dinner, let's go.
Bing bong.
No, yeah.
Fuck your life.
But what's crazy is when it comes to shoots like that, when people just message me and they're like, let's shoot. And I'm like, well, what are you thinking? You got any ideas? You have any, like, you want me to think? Like, you know what I mean? I feel like I've been more than a photographer. I'm a location scouter. I'm a set designer. I'm a fucking stylist. Like, I'm all these things. So now that I've kind of overworked myself, I'm like, well, you tell me, what are you looking for? And he was just like, oh, nothing too crazy. I just want some pictures, and my homie's going to bring a car. And it sounded cool, but I overthink a lot. And before every shoot ever, like, I always get nervous, or the night before, I'm like overthinking, and the whole day. And not that I was dreading it, but I was like, it had been so long anyway since I've done some shoots, because I've been working full time lately. And so that's been, pretty much occupying me, which is fine. And then when he hit me up, I was like, man, do I still got the juice like that? Am I still good? Like, are we? So that whole day, I think I was kind of dreading it because I was just nervous. And I was like, I don't got the juice no more, but we're going to try it. Everything went good, though. He ended up renting a car. Or there's some website that you can go and like book a car for like an hour. This cool ass Mexican dude, man.
What, like Turo or something?
Kinda, yeah. But like the person who owns the car comes through with it. So like he's driving it. So he's just super down, super nice. Brought this clean ass like 1960.
So you still had the
Camaro.
juice?
I do have the juice, and that reminded me, and that like I was like, wow, okay, these are nice. And lately, I've been so infatuated with black and white
Dom's like Omar
photography.
Epps.
Yeah. So I had so much fun. I challenged myself. I put my settings. This is with digital. I put everything on black and white, only just pure black and white only. And I was just super excited with all that. So I love when I can get together with somebody who wants to service, but like we can both be creative and have fun. And they trust me with that vision. They trust me to like kind of lead that project. And then the end result, give them just some cool stuff plus more. I've always like lived by the, under promise but over deliver, but never tell people that, of course. That's just the motto, basically. So that was with that shoot.
Fire.
We got a future project in the raps, but when y'all see it, Dom's
it's been a long time coming. Yeah. We've been planning. I'm really excited.
Well, what is it?
It would I'll probably get antsy the night before.
So
on some Oprah Winfrey stuff, we need to know.
So I told.
Hey, look under your chair. Ain't nothing there.
Bro, I was like, I got so excited.
It's a bottle of Crown Royal.
The peach kind.
No, but
it's his dog's poop. Oh no.
Yo, he rolled in like, I think it was cat shit, bro. I'm so mad at him for that. Like,
I'm sorry.
Man, fuck shit break. I'm mad
Dom's
at him,
like, your dog smells.
I just like, I'm
she
so
basically
sorry.
told Lou your
Before,
dog smells like shit.
The reason I couldn't open the door is because I was in the back trying to wash it all out.
I'm not mad. I just I have a sensitive stomach, so I was just like,
She's like, I can't stand over here anymore.
Yo, like,
your dog smells like shit.
I had the nicest way,
in that.
bro. But if you know, cat
nice
shit
way.
smells
It
like
wasn't a nice
shit,
way.
though. Cat shit is the worst smell ever.
Bro,
So
that reminded me. I literally watched a Seinfeld episode last night where Elaine's hanging out with this woman and she has this ugly hairdo, and she's like a physical therapist. And everyone's scared to tell her that her hair is out of style. So they're like,
I remember that. She has like the beehive or something.
yeah. So they're like, let's tell Kramer.
Speaking of that, I'm sorry. I gotta turn the fan on.
Yeah, go for it.
I
Go
know
for
you're
it.
gonna get cold.
No. I'll be
Albert,
fine.
what were you gonna say? Albert, we were talking about our
Collaboration project.
delicious, future project.
So about a year ago, I reached out to Dom and I was telling her that I'm working on some designs for clothing and how much I loved her photography, and that once the line of clothing is ready, I want her to be pretty much the director of like photography for this brand and this clothing line. And I 100% trust Dom to create like the dopest images for this clothing line, and it's gonna be dope. I don't want to say too much about it, but it's something I've been working on.
Dom, you need to put your foot down if Albert tries to make you do Taylor Gang or Die.
Let's meet Wiz Khalifa, man.
No, for like I think like if everything could be the way I imagine it in the future,
It'll be dope. It'll be
Possibly.
super cool,
That's
man.
possible.
That's just such a cool ass collaboration. I'm excited.
It's exciting, and you know what's
It's a cool
also
brew.
exciting is that our host is not here right now to hear this great thing.
Hey, well,
so we are not going to repeat
While
it for
we're on
him.
break, yeah. I brought some goodies for everybody.
Damn.
You gotta give them back though.
You have to be here.
You have to
together.
give them back.
These are the prototypes, okay? So
I took you to
I
that
know
corner
that.
store.
Wait a minute. So if you can hear them, hear that? Some cool shit, man.
So these are the prototypes.
These are some prototypes that
see how
I'm
they
just
last.
testing out, and I want y'all to just go ahead and just, get jiggy with them real quick.
You should make bookmarks.
Yeah.
I have.
Hey, the one you have
So
the video, those. That's a super sick idea.
This is so dope.
So shout out to
I know. I want one of those.
Digital Pro Lab.
They're double-sided?
They're double-sided keychains.
And it's cool because it's the same store.
Make more of this.
It's the one on
I like
Hamilton.
this design.
Yeah, I know
Cool
where it's at,
goodies, man.
bro. Like, remember I sent you all those pictures? Like, I still want to do a calendar of different.
That's
venues.
like probably one of the
Oh,
oldest
yeah.
photos I have.
I remember you told me that.
Those boots, like.
Hey.
So right now we're looking at keychains, but they're like little rectangles, and they have really nice photos on both sides of them.
So that's
what we're looking at right
I had
now,
some
and
fun.
it's all Dom's photography.
It's really funny. The guy who did this throw Boaz,
Yeah,
like you know Francisco
yeah.
yeah.
But so Francisco Cortez. Yeah.
Remember that like little exhibition he
I
had
did a
on
story on him too. Yeah,
that little exhibition he had on
with the Casianos.
he interviewed this guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's so funny because when I saw him, I was just like, "Hey, that's my homeboy," and he was just like, "Yeah, we had a really good conversation."
That's cool.
No, those are dope.
That's a small.
Shout out Francisco, man.
I
He's
love
doing
how
a lot of
small
great
this
work
world
on
is.
the east side.
Yeah, and I think I gave up on trying to do that show. I think I'm just gonna buy them a camera and give them a bunch of film.
Let's not give up.
What show?
Yeah,
So, you haven't told him?
I think
You
I
haven't told
did.
nobody?
I was trying. I want to do a show for the light catchers. Like I want to do a show. Everyone print out one print, make it like limited edition, maybe like 10, 15 prints.
Why are you giving up? Those kids have done shows themselves. Like they've done multiple shows.
Well, like I just want to just buy him a camera and buy him film outright. Like I'm just
Just
I
to
have
do
so-
that.
Oh,
fundraising.
no. The show you want to do is a fundraiser for them.
exactly.
Okay. I thought you
It's
meant
just-
a show for them. I was like, they've done plenty of shows.
I just got so much going on. It's just like fuck. Like
Hey,
I need help.
for me, if you need help, ask for it, papas.
Well,
'Cause
that's
when it
that's
comes-
what I'm doing right now.
Because when it
On
comes
live air.
when it comes to kids, that's the most important thing to me because I've been volunteering with kids for 11 years now, since my mother passed away when I was 15.
Uh-huh.
That's my priority because if you can mold them and at least give them options at
Bro,
a young age.
those kids touch my heart, bro.
Oh, they're brilliant, man.
Like they're amazing photographers for being fifth graders, fourth
Yeah,
graders,
sixth
whatever,
graders.
however old they are. They
To me, I'm not even. I mean, obviously their work is incredible, but I'm more impressed with their sense of their surroundings. I'm more impressed with how they process things.
they understand what's going on in their
Exactly, because when I was that age, I didn't know what the hell was going on around
I
me.
didn't know what gentrification was. I didn't know that. I didn't know what that was till I was like,
Bro.
I saw The Wire.
24.
Yeah.
Bro, I've seen the Boys in the Hood a million times. My favorite movie of all times, and one of the most iconic scenes is when Furious Styles takes them to Compton and teaches them about gentrification.
Yes.
So for me, for them to be that aware of what's going on at 11, 12 years old, that's incredible, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass the crown to Lew.
Yeah, I got a problem.
He's the king of this table.
I got a problem. It's okay though.
So right now, Lew's pouring his crown into his Cane's cup. Dom's messing with her bookmark / keychains. Albert's drawing another wabi sabi as we speak, and I'm over here just looking handsome. You're now listening to Late Night Radio with Sports Guy, aka your Tia's favorite reporter.
Albert, how do you handle your homeboy being so handsome?
I carry a bat.
By the way, he told me to say that.
No, what's funny is like we'll go out to eat, and like get breakfast and stuff sometimes.
Uh-huh.
And like there's like someone that's always like looking at him. It's like, especially if he has a Spectrum News
Or his
shirt.
stories playing in the background. He's like, "That's me."
Yeah,
It's so cool.
no, it's so dope.
Dom and I went on a photo shoot, right? It was November last year.
Yeah.
We went to the old Shawn Michaels wrestling gym on
Yeah.
West Martin and South Zamora.
Whoa, he had a gym there?
Yeah. He had a gym on the west side, bro.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was there for years. So Dom and I shot photos there. And then we went to the Mexican spot on Jonah McMullen next to Jay Anthony's. What's it called?
Taquiera Vallarta or some shit.
I think it's Vallarta, yeah. So we're there and we sit down and it's a nice restaurant, really nice. And literally my story that I did on a West Side Legends on the TV. And Dom's like, "Look, there you are." I was like, "Oh shit." But yeah, it's hard being this handsome, man. Nah, dude, you know what's so funny? No, look, for people who are listening to this and don't know who I am, they're probably like, "This guy's like so full of himself." No, I've been insecure my whole life, so it wasn't until about 2.5 years ago that I finally said, "You know what?
Does he get on TV?
No, not even. It was before TV, bro. Back when I was a broke writer, bro. Like that's when I had that confidence in myself."
I want to share a story about that time when he was a writer.
Let's hear it.
So, Jose was applying at all these different places, and trying to get a good job. And Spurs tickets.
Yeah.
I had Spurs tickets. Call up Jose, and we go to the Spurs game, and Jose, we're leaving, and Jose's telling me about, he had applied for, these positions for writing, and like he thought he got the positions, but they turned out like not going that way. And I remember telling him, I was like, "Dude, like you're not getting this because like you're destined for something like so much better." And I was like, "Dude, just keep doing it. Right. Don't give up." And freaking, yeah.
And look where he is.
Spectrum called me, man. Like, it was crazy too because first of all, I didn't want to be on TV. I've always wanted to be a writer. I'm still a writer. But for me, I had this idea of TV. And even as a TV reporter, I'm a TV reporter 2 years now. I still have this idea of people on TV not being real journalists. Because they're not conditioned to be journalists. They're not trained to be journalists. They're just trained to perform in front of a camera. They're trained to put videos together, edit it, yada, 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 all that good stuff. But when it comes to storytelling, there's not too many people that can tell a really great story that are, on your local TV stations, honestly. And I'm fortunate enough to be one of those who can. Some of my colleagues, John Salazar, he's in the Valley. Bro, he's killing it down there. My coworker, Brian, he's this 50-something-year-old white dude from the Midwest. He's an incredible storyteller, and he gets San Antonio. That's what I love about him. He's just this guy. I had him on back when I still did the podcast, had him on as a guest, and brilliant guy, and he's just, ups and downs. And I think for me, because I'm so passionate about these stories, I'm passionate about our city. I care about our people. I do. Like
you're the definition of like someone from San Antonio.
Yeah. And it's crazy. It's so funny. Like my coworkers started to call me Mr. San Antonio, and it caught me off guard. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, "You just know everybody over there." I was like, "I don't know everybody," but they're like, "But the stories you tell."
Dude, even my mom loves you. Shout out, mom.
Shout out her, man.
But he is like the pulse, like, for people that are maybe from the West Side that aren't living in the West Side, and vice versa, like all these different areas, like Jose's covering these like important things that people need to know that aren't like mainstream.
He's talking about people that normally wouldn't be talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's putting them on like
national,
a big platform.
Yeah. After you after that interview, that next day, whenever you aired it at like 3 a.m, somebody from Corpus messaged me on Instagram. I had no idea who he was. He was like, "I just saw your story at some little taco shop. Like, I'm inspired. Thank you." And that meant so much to me because you get that notification like so and so wants to message you. And you're like,
bro, Paul Walsh shared her story on his Instagram story.
That was cool, man.
And like literally the whole day, people kept sharing her story. They just kept sharing her story, and it was I think was it your mom that recorded it?
Yeah.
Yeah, she recorded it on her phone off of her TV. So she shared it before the link was even up, and
my dad shared that.
Yeah, so, and then everyone, like literally everyone was sharing it. Same thing with Albert's story. When I wrote Albert's story, that gained a lot of traction, and people literally, I wrote his story, right, published it, and it was just a print story. I go to Second Saturday, all these people are coming up to me. I don't even know who the hell they are, and this is 3.5 years ago, beginning of 2018, so almost 4 years ago now at this point, which is crazy to think about. They're, hey, you wrote Albert's story, right? And who are you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm a collector of his.
It's a cool feeling.
And I'm like, whoa, like that. It's so cool. It's so cool to. I hate it when people say, I want to give the community a voice. That's bullshit. Everybody has a voice. You have a voice. You have a voice, and you have a voice. I'm like this right here. This microphone. All I'm doing is amplifying your voice. That's it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm just amplifying your voice. Lou knows how to tell his story. You know how to tell your story. Albert knows how to tell his story.
You can find Jose's story on my website.
No, but seriously, like, and I've done stories on Albert when the pandemic, he's the first person I thought of, because I'm like, artists are being affected right now. How can they get foot traffic in galleries? How can they display their stuff at Second Saturday? There is no Second Saturday. The world shut down.
Yo, but at the same time, have you noticed that because of the pandemic, people are now so sick of looking at their boring white walls, and they're like, I'll do anything for a painting.
Straight up, like what we mentioned in the story that Jose did was like, adapting. And one of the things we did was started doing the outdoor shows.
Right.
And we had people coming in from like Houston, Dallas, and Austin just to see this, curated art show that we did on our fence outside.
Yeah.
And, people were sick and tired of, just staring at these beige walls, and people were wanting to invest, and we had this idea, the art lottery, come up. We helped so many artists.
What is the art lottery?
So it's no longer the art lottery. Now it's actually I'll since I'm here,
Breaking news.
You heard me talking about it to my wife when I was walking up.
This is Jose Redondo. I
didn't listen.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So the art lottery.
Breaking news.
I got a thing when I hear someone talking on the phone. I don't.
Breaking news on the west side.
Yeah,
Breaking
no
news.
problem. Okay, so it used to be called the art lottery, and now it's a whole new thing called doyoubuyart.com, and it's just a resource to sell art, to connect with not just curators and business owners, but to collectors. And to people who legit support. Right. Because, like Jose was saying earlier about, supporting the art and this stigma of needing to be rich or have a lot of money to spend on art. Yeah. When you could support an artist, how much are those?
These are undecided, but probably like $10.
All right, $10. For $10, for someone that
ain't gonna hurt your pockets.
For someone that hears this podcast, for $10, you could support Dom by hitting up her Instagram or her website and ordering one of these badass keychains for $10. $10. You could be an art supporter. So with the Do You Buy Art website, it's going to be a place where people who are either starting to really want to support the artist or people who already do and want another resource. And this is going to be the place that you want to be on. And I'm going to be launching it with a select group of artists to start off. We already have 158 followers, and we haven't even started selling art yet. These are going to be the first 158 people that are going to start getting like legit art for like a good price.
That's what you were talking about, like give a discount to these people because
it's not a discount
for a while.
It's not a discount. It's not a discount. It's not a discount.
Lewis is trying to scan Dom's Cash App right now.
I'm trying to give her some money.
It's not a discount.
Give me 15.
Huh?
Give me 15.
For the inconvenience, give me 15.
No, it's not.
No, hey, yesterday's price is not today's price.
Damn it.
No, but check this out. It's not a discount.
Well, you got your 15.
Damn, let Albert finish.
I'm sorry, Jefita.
No, it's some real shit. Real shit right here, though. Like, this is to all the artists that can't make money on their art. Like real shit. Like, it makes me sad. Because like I was there at that place at one point, and it sucks because you know that you're putting your heart and soul into some shit, and some people just don't fuck with it for some reason, and like to be passionate about what you're doing and to try to really survive off your art, like it kind of sucks when you can't make, $15, $20, to buy a meal
Even
or some
like
shit.
some retweets, man. I think the best thing when I drop like my favorite projects or I drop some shit for sale, I drop it and I'm like, and I stare at my phone and then I go take a nap for an hour. And
I want to answer what Lew said. He said, it's a discount. It's not a discount. It's an opportunity. Right. It's not a discount. It's an opportunity.
Hey, I'm just using the words you were using.
No. Yeah, no. I didn't say discount. I'm not sure exactly. What post is this?
You were talking on the phone, and you said something about something.
No, I didn't. I didn't use a discount.
Discount double check.
I don't know. I give up.
Okay. Well, anyways, the thing is,
I'm tipsy. My bad.
Yeah, no. The work that we're gonna be selling through this website, it's not discounted. It's opportunities.
Me and Jose have killed this much Crown Peach, all right?
No. I remember you popping that bottle. And now it's halfway. I'm staring at it right now. It is halfway done.
He's drank most of it.
Yeah. He poured it up in that Cane's. And, it's sweet tea?
Well, I threw some Coke in there. There's some sweet tea in there. Like
I thought you didn't have soda.
No, I told you whatever's in the fridge. You didn't look at the fridge?
I just looked in the freezer for ice. So it's
you
pretty
want
much...
Coke?
No, it's all good. It's water and Crown at this point.
I got some Squirt.
It's Squirt. I don't think I've ever...
Squirt?
I've never had Squirt.
You never had
tequila?
Yeah, exactly. Or
Paloma, some lime.
Or tequila.
What is it? What is it, like Sprite? What is it?
It's like grapefruit Sprite, basically.
Yeah,
grapefruit Sprite.
You want to try it?
It's good.
Hey, the Paloma's at Charity Bar, though.
Word? Yeah, I think I had one there. They're good. I fuck with Paloma.
I had to leave early that night. I was tired. Got a haircut that night.
What are we talking about?
We were at the... I know Albert was saying some
art.
profound things, and Lou's over there saying, "You said discount."
Yeah, he's like, nah.
You said discount.
Let's reel it back in.
First he said he wasn't listening, and then he was like, you know what? I was. And I heard discount.
I heard 2.5 seconds, and I heard discount.
I wasn't listening, but I heard discount.
I just remember no, I didn't even knock on your window. I saw you in your car, and I was about to knock, and then I was like, nah, I'm just going to dance.
You know what I said? I said, I need to go to Discount Tire.
You know what I realized? I was reading something last night. You know the group Dimas Three from San Antonio, the composers of Royal Jesters.
Oh, Dimas the Third, yeah, Dimas Garza.
Third, yeah. So the producer where they recorded their everything basically was right here off General McMillan.
Well,
the Epstein studio.
Well, most of the Royal Jesters went to Lanier.
Yeah, but I didn't know that the production studio where all that was made and other
where like what part of General?
I don't know. It was just I was reading an article. I think it was from My San Antonio, but Abraham Epstein, he just passed away. Well, he passed away like 2012 from like 2 heart attacks. But what? What are you talking about?
All I know is my boy Mikey Strange. He lives like
Shout out Mikey.
Mikey Strange. He lives like General McDonald right there by like
I don't know.
He lives by by John F. Kennedy, and one day he was like, yeah.
Dom says she read something, but she says that she pretty much told us that she saw a slideshow.
No, I was skimming it. I was reading it, but I was like, oh, that's interesting.
So hold up, you were reading or you skimmed it?
I was reading it. But you know when you read something and you just like you didn't memorize it. It was like, hey, I read something.
Fuck, I can't.
You can skip it.
I was reading something. Thank you, Albert. Like I read it, and then it was like maybe last.
No,
week.
I'm not knocking you. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's not about you.
All I know is Jose's laugh is ridiculous.
We're just waiting for Jose to stop.
I just wanted to share that fun fact. You know, we were talking about all these great places in San Antonio, and I was like, yo, did y'all know? This is the last time I'm ever bringing up a fucking fun fact, ever. I knew I shouldn't have said shit, ever.
No,
I was contemplating.
Give
I was
us
like, I want
another
to
one.
share. I want to share this cool thing. I don't know if my friends knew, if Mr. San Antonio knew about it. He didn't.
Hold on, let me just mute him for a second.
Yeah. This is the last time I'm ever doing that.
No,
shit.
hold up. So General McMullen recording studio for some
Royal
amazing
Jesters.
music.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard them?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Super dope. Well,
So-
anyways,
You never heard.
gotta Google.
I've been trying.
he said yes.
to make you love me. I just wanted to sing.
Iconic West Side sound.
And you know who
Guys.
sampled them? Kanye West
What
Straight
song?
on Ghost Town. It's on the album Yay. Kanye's.
Is that the name of the name of the song, Ghost Town?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy?
Whoa.
So I don't know. I don't know if he did his research like that, or whoever sampled it did their research like that.
Did Nardwuar do his research, like for Kanye?
Do 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 do. Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Nardwuar though.
Bro, he's like one of the most incredible interviewers of all time.
No, I was watching Hot Wings like when it first like came out, and I'm like, this dude watched a lot of Nardwuar.
Hey, you know someone from San Antonio has their hot sauce on Hot Wings. I thought that was cool.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
One of my coworkers, like, it's his like primo, and he was just telling me, hey, my cousin has this like hot sauce on Hot Wings. I was just like, nah, or I forgot the name of the.
No, I know which one you're talking about. They sold them at the Pearl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Some good shit. And they're on there.
Are you talking about Chris Perez? Fool? No, I'm just kidding. Remember when he did a hot sauce?
No,
He did a hot sauce.
Yeah, Selena's husband.
I know he did a hot sauce.
Yeah, I don't know.
We know Chris Perez. The hot sauce. Whoa. Explain it, Jose.
Dom read it on my essay.
I really
I
like these.
appreciate that. I'm gonna make some more.
This is
I'm gonna
this
do
is
a
a
lot more.
super dope
I think I'm
idea.
gonna do this for the art drop. Instead of dropping prints, do a little bundle.
This is super dope. I really like these.
You're super dope. We like you.
Yeah, how'd you get this podcast? Like what like
Hello,
what-
Sico.
Yeah, let's talk about you.
Where'd this idea come from?
I had to quit smoking
Hello,
weed,
Sico.
and I still
Hello,
wanted to be
Sico.
social. I had to quit smoking weed, and I still wanted to be social. So I figured, like, yo, if I invite my all the interesting people I know here at different times, I can still be social. I can still like feel like I'm doing something because like I did something for a very long time that really wasn't legit, and all good things come to an end. So that thing came to an end. So then I was kind of stuck, like, fuck, what the fuck am I gonna do? And like, I have roots in journalism. Like, I was on my high school newspaper. I went to college for a little bit for it, and then like I fell into a rut, like doing something. I got into a rut, like, I don't know. All I know is for a long time I was doing some shit I shouldn't have been doing, but it was very lucrative, and it was easy, and I was good at it. But now I can't do that no more. So I'm trying to do this, and I'm having a lot of fun with this.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's
what's
so dope.
This is like, I'm 2 months deep into this, and I'm like, I'm getting good results. Shout out Lil Elephant,
Shout out Little Elephant.
Yeah.
our sticker sponsor.
No, Little Elephant. I think Little Elephant shared my Jefferson Bodega story.
Well, yeah, his painting was in the background. He was all happy about it. I don't know if you saw he highlighted it.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Yeah, let his signature.
That's dope.
Today.
But yeah, that's why I started doing this. Like, I can't smoke weed no more, and I'm a fucking very social person. I'm straight up social drinker. So
Bro, the way that this man just talks to people, I envy you because I have a lot of anxiety. I get scared to talk to people because I feel like I'm bothering them. It probably stems back to my childhood. I don't know. But just to see you navigate, and you could go up to someone that, like, literally, you could lie to me and say, oh, yeah, we go way back from like 20 years ago.
We'd believe
and
it.
I'd believe you.
Because you're that
And then in reality, you literally just met him that moment.
kind of like your nickname, and it was a good weekend.
What nickname are you talking about?
I don't know. I always say that to people, like, yo, remember when that was your nickname? And they're like, yeah.
Oh, I was like, what is he talking about?
And I'm like, yeah, that was a good weekend. Like,
No, I'm not
it's
gonna lie.
just
There's
one of those
one-
things just to like say. Like, I say a
And-
bunch of bullshit just
Yeah.
to like just to say it, just to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
the
yeah.
ball
No, I
rolling,
feel-
see where the fuck I end up.
No, I know what you mean. But this dude's freaking hilarious too. Like, he's the most bougie person I've ever met in my life. He likes to go drinking at the Tower. He likes to drink at La Cantera. He likes to eat.
We went to La Cantera.
Yeah, whiskey cake.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Bro, we got messed up over there too.
Yo, hanging out with Lou, if you ever go drink with him, just be prepared because it's not.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I forget you're like 115 pounds.
I went out with Lou one time and Swoop got me. I had like 9 drinks.
You
and
more
made
than
it
once.
home.
More than once.
Yo, we've only hung out twice, and The whole night, I threw up as soon as I got home, bro.
I followed you home though.
You did. Appreciate you. That was a rowdy night.
Oh my gosh.
Second time, same thing, man. Like you just don't.
No, hey,
If you don't want to drink, just say no.
hey, but you don't.
I don't respect that.
Hey, but you don't want to drink with this guy either.
I've never drank with
Yo,
Albert
straight
before.
up,
I'm
how do I put
curious.
it? That was like the icebreaker at when you came to the that show in September. When you came to set up your pictures and you set them up next to mine, I remember I was straight sober that day, and I was just like, I either want drink or I want drugs, but I don't know what the fuck I want right now. And then I was just like, you want a beer? And you were the only person that was like, yeah, sure. And I was just like, yes.
What do you have? What do you have? East-Sider?
I don't remember what. I think
I said whatever you're drinking.
yeah, exactly. And I don't remember what I got.
Oh no, I think y'all were drinking Dos or something or Modelo.
Something.
No,
something like that.
They had good beer. I might have got a good
'Cause that's
beer.
when
don't
I-
Oh
remember.
no, you got me a Modelo.
It was
'Cause then
Modelo.
You show up again and throughout the show, and I'm like, dude, they get him dressed, and you're like, yeah, he's gonna ask him. I'm like, shit,
At
I'm
the
gonna go
break?
get one. Yeah,
Oh,
his was
damn.
dressed, and I was like, damn, like that looks good.
Yeah.
So then when I got an opportunity to get another beer, I got mine dressed, and then I think I got one for you that night, right? Dressed.
I'm pretty sure you did. Like that was a good night.
No, this dude, literally, like him and his wife had the green light, and their son was, I don't know who he's with.
babysitter.
He was with a babysitter, so they went out for my birthday. This food turned into the Albert of the late 2000s, and bro, I don't remember that night. I don't remember getting in the Uber. I just remember getting home.
I just can't wait to see Dom's Christmas cards.
Yeah, we went hard.
Dom's Christmas cards.
Hold on, I want to hear this.
You didn't see Instagram?
Oh,
Oh,
no,
my God. Yo, we had so much fun this one time. We got fucked up.
We went out with my homegirl Erin.
Shout out to Aaron.
She's gonna sit with me Sunday.
Wait, is that the girl that's in MMA? Or jiu-jitsu?
No, jiu-jitsu.
She choked me out
Jiu-jitsu.
that night.
Yo, so listen, we're at Amor Eterno. Amor Eterno.
There you go.
And I hop on the DJ because it's dead empty, right? And I'm like, ooh, let me be DJ. So I'm
Oh,
on
I saw-
Spotify.
no, bro, I was on y'all's
Instagram
stories.
Listen, I'm on Spotify. I look down. You know, Erin's like, she's had a few drinks. She's all bubbly and shit. She's like, yeah,
I saw that.
Let me put you in a chokehold. Basically, like, so I'm just looking at her. She's telling dude, like, yeah, choke me. You know, just some shit like that so she can do a fucking cool ass trick. She's like fucking around with Lew. I just see her arm kind of over Lew, and I look back down, and then I look up. Lew's on the ground, like Lew's
Face
laid
down,
out,
ass up, gone,
nobody
bro.
around. It went from being a little crowd of people. She's fucking around, and then I see her walking to the bar, and Lew's just on the ground, like for a minute, like it's not moving.
All I know is I got
died.
up and I had one of the best highs I've ever had. I was just like floating. For
This
Oh
fool
my
got this
gosh.
fool got beat by Erin. Like Erin will take down anybody.
Hey,
She's
she's a purple belt.
she's a real
Damn.
one.
And
But
the,
yeah,
the person train one of her trainers is Mike Fowler, and he's her fiance Mike Fowler. He's also like a black belt. He's an amazing guy. One of the only regrets in life I have is not being trained by Mike Fowler when he gave me the opportunity. Like, I'm mad at myself for that.
yeah, because you were laid out. I'm sure if you were trained with it.
Shout
Yo,
out to
I wish I
Erin.
recorded that. Yeah, like it was the funniest thing
I'm happy
ever.
nobody recorded
This fool was
that.
laid out, like arms out, legs out, looked like a starfish.
If
Sounds
nobody,
like
Out.
if
Sounds
it's
like a
not
scene from
documented,
Adam
he
Sandler
never
movie.
lost.
But that's the thing. It was just a fun. I'll never forget that memory.
That
man.
was a good night. That was a very fun night.
Same
Like,
thing. I
shout-
had
what?
probably 10 drinks.
Shout out JC Salinas. Like I walk up into that bar and he's just like, oh, I know what you want. Let me make you 2 French 7.5s because I know you're gonna slam one. You can drink half of one and walk away.
Oh, dude, this fool made me chug a mule.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He wasn't about that life.
Hey, when are we gonna go out drinking like that, Albert?
Come on.
No, hold on.
When are we gonna go out
Hold on,
drinking
hold
like
on.
His
that?
wife gave him the green light to
Hold
go
on.
out, and
No.
we went to Nyosa.
Hold on. Let me explain this. So like, my wife gave me the green light.
First of
My
all,
wife gave me the
shout out to
green
Caroline.
light. Yeah,
Shout out Albert's wife.
We
yeah,
love
shout out to my beautiful
Caroline.
wife, Caroline. She gave me the green light to party with Jose since we were actually living in the area of downtown, and we don't have to drive anywhere because literally
Right.
walk everywhere.
Uber, yeah.
So I'm wanting to go everywhere. Jose's just like, I just want to have a good time for my birthday. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
No, it wasn't my birthday. It was for Nyosa.
Oh yeah, true. Nyosa. So he had got some tickets, got me in there with them. I told Caroline, She gave me a green light, and I told Jose, I was like, let's go hard, because this doesn't happen.
This fool had me
all the
drink
time.
Blue Moon. That's disgusting.
With the orange.
No
I
orange.
like the mango wheat one.
Well, we're trying to go from like all these like different bars downtown. So like
Just trying
Jose
everything.
was like kind of babysitting his drink, and I had like maybe like two.
Sounds like Jose.
And
What? I'm almost done.
he was kind of babysitting his drink, and I'm like finishing mine, and I'm like, dude, let's go to the bar. And Jose was like, oh, I'm still drinking this one. I look at his cup, I'm like, dude, it's all full.
Tried it yet.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna wait for you to sip the rest of this.
No,
drink.
so what did I get instead? I got something else. It was like
It was something with tequila. And
something with tequila, and that I can drink. And then we ended up at
Then
Amor.
how come we weren't drinking tequila tonight?
Oh no, man! I gotta work tomorrow.
I see that Espelon.
It's full.
I see.
I'll
I
take a
just
shot.
got it today. I just upgraded the bar cart today.
I'm drinking too much water.
Too much water.
Whatever you want.
No,
Whatever you
so-
want that's there, bro.
I need a lime or something.
So
I'm bougie.
to continue that story, so we go to different bars, and he gets me a mule, and he wants to go to the next spot, and he's like, "Hey, just chug the rest of it." And me knowing my body, I'm like, "I can't do that, Albert." He's like, "Come on, and he just egged me on, so I did it. As soon as I finished chugging the rest of it, I run down the Rap at Amor, whatever that building is next to it, and I just throw it. Oh, and I was like, all right, I'm ready to go to the next spot. So I think we went to
water.
Bar America.
Yeah.
And then after that,
I'm not allowed in Bar America
why?
because of my Texas tattoo. They say it's gang affiliated.
What?
What's that too?
My Texas tattoo. It's
don't wear a hoodie?
It's Texas. I don't know. I've never tried to like.
wear
I got
whatever.
super offended the first time they were
Yeah,
like
fuck
no, and I
them.
was just like, man, your grandparents used to sell me beer like after hours, motherfucker.
Bro, everyone says that about Bar America when they were kids. Like,
Yeah.
back in the day, like younger people would just go to Bar America and they buy beer there.
I was just mad because they let some people in who had like a Texas on their hat. I was like, yo, they're in my gang. Why are you letting them in?
Hey, fool, that's the leader of my clica. What's up?
But that's why I don't fuck with Bar America. Like that just pissed me off. I like jokesters,
Joe's expensive though.
but and their drinks like they're not like there are no JC Salinas there.
It's a cool spot because they do have comedy, and I love stand up comedy. To me, stand up
Same.
comedy, you gotta be able to tell a story.
Have you ever heard Tony Casillas?
Maybe.
He's like who did I see him open up for? I saw him open up for Jeremy Piven.
Oh wow,
Yeah, Jeremy Piven made me mad.
really? Why?
Yeah, I don't. He was just kind of like I paid for like the VIP, like with the meet and greet, and the meet and greet. He just kind of gave me a dirty look, and I was just like,
Really?
Well,
yeah,
you did
I-
a meet and greet, and he gave you a dirty look.
I was just
That's
like, what?
mad. Damn.
I just
He
told
must
him
have had
like,
a bad day.
I was just like, whatever, tiny
Tough
dancer,
crowd.
and that was that. Like, all I know, Tony Casillas was there, and he was super cool with me. We like chopped it up. I ended up like telling him like, yo, come to where I work, and I'll get you hooked up. And I hooked him up the.
So
next
this was
day.
recently.
Yeah, like maybe like 9 months ago.
So I did a story on I think Rick Gutierrez.
Who's that?
He's a stand up comedian. So he
From here?
is from San Antonio.
Okay.
Grew up on the South Side. He writes for Fluffy. He had his own Netflix special actually.
Bro, some white guy said I look like Fluffy one time.
Really? That's racist as hell.
Right? That's
you
what
don't
I
even look
said.
like him.
That's what I said. I was just like, for real? Like,
That's racist because you do not look like
I was
him.
like, yo, I'm not that big. Or maybe I was.
What are you
I don't
looking-
know.
What are you looking for, Albert?
That can drink. on
This?
top. Yeah.
Albert just poured
Tonic
a
water,
nice shot.
0 calories.
You want one? You
No
good?
chaser.
I'm gonna
good.
I'm gonna
Good?
sip on this.
You want a
good.
Coke or something? You want a Sprite, a squirt?
I'm gonna
Word.
mix it up.
Lou is, this is my first time being in his house. He's a great host.
Yeah.
He's a fantastic
I'm
host.
trying. I have snacks. Anyone want no snacks?
Oh yeah, I want some
What
snacks.
do you want? You want some peanuts? You want some like
Some
like,
peanuts? What the hell?
I know you're gonna hear a lot of crunching on the
Bougie.
podcast.
I'm gonna bring some snacks. Hold up.
Bring some snacks, man.
This commercial break is brought to you by Picnic.
Hey,
Come get your greasy tacos and burgers
Hey.
at Picnic.
You know that piece? The first time I met you
Uh-huh.
was at the San Antonio Street Art Initiative.
Yes, I took your picture.
Yeah,
You
so
were
that
working on
painting
something.
that I was working on, I finally stretched it.
Really?
It's
the canvas.
Yeah, it's 4 feet by like 7.5 feet,
Damn.
and yeah, it's.
When was this?
2018, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Man, so much happened. Oh, he's got Skittles.
Have you ever fucked with these?
What is that?
Try one of those.
Whisk? What?
Try one of those, bro. They good.
Whisk.
They good.
cheese crisp.
So
I don't like
Let me get
cheese.
one.
You don't like cheese?
okay, so
I like cheese, but not right now.
I
You don't
like to.
cheese.
It's like bougie.
I like
It's
to,
really good.
I guess, ask some random questions sometimes.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
All right.
These like the gentrified Cheez-Its.
Just try one.
They're
The
good.
gentrified Cheez-Its.
All right. Bugs Bunny or
Bugs
Mickey
Bunny?
Mouse?
Oh, Bugs
Bugs
Bunny.
Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
Mickey Mouse is like that reminds me of my mom's watch. She had a Mickey Mouse watch for a long time.
But I will
Too
say,
cheesy.
It's too cheesy.
the House of Mouse is one of the greatest cartoons ever.
What's that?
House of Mouse?
Pass some Skittles.
So the House of Mouse was basically like this theater, and it had all the Disney cartoon characters in there, and they would have different skits with the characters. And the main Disney characters like were the ones who owned the theater, and it was cool. You saw like anyone you could think of there. But yeah, Bugs Bunny for sure. I love Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, same.
But even the Baby Tunes. Or what was
Tiny
it?
Toons.
The
Tiny Toons.
Yeah. I grew up on Tiny Toons.
Same.
Jose must have forgot. Jose must have forgot.
No, it's Baby Looney Tunes.
Or Baby
No, it's Tiny
I had
Toons.
Tiny
I had an
Toons.
airbrush shirt
There is,
that had
there
my
is,
name on
There's
it.
there
Baby-
is a Baby
No, I
Toons.
watched Baby Looney Tunes.
What's Baby Toon? What is
Or
that?
Baby Looney Tunes. That's
It was on
probably
Cartoon Network.
What?
They're even
I'm
smaller.
gonna look
So
that up. I don't believe it.
I used to have an airbrush shirt that I got from the flea market, and it had my name on it, and it had what's his
There
name?
is a Baby Looney Tunes.
Tasmanian
Yeah.
airbrush.
Okay. Other than Bugs, who was like the second one in the Looney Tunes that went hard?
Tasmanian
Daffy?
Devil.
Daffy, bro.
Tasmanian Devil is the hardest Looney Tunes character ever.
No,
bro.
who's
I
the
don't know, bro.
skunk? The
Daffy
skunk
is the
was cool.
funniest one out of all of them.
No,
Dude,
Daffy-
Tasmanian Devil just.
No, hold up.
He's the hardest.
Hold up.
He's the most metal.
No, Coyote low key go hard.
Well, yeah, I mean, like,
No, who's
that's the definition of never giving up.
Speedy Gonzalez.
That's the way I live my life.
Hey, no, it's not
Keep
Slowpoke
chasing that
Rodriguez.
bird.
Speedy who?
Slowpoke Rodriguez.
Slowpoke and Speedy Rodriguez. Those are cool. I used to live in Dallas, and the Six Flags there was a little ride. It was like a Looney Tunes ride.
You said Speedy Rodriguez?
No, Speedy Gonzalez. Speedy Gonzalez.
She hasn't even been drinking.
Hey, I was gonna let it slide. I was gonna let it slide, and Albert.
I want you to, when this is done,
No,
go
that's
find that
Gonzalez.
where I said it, just to prove I said Speedy Gonzalez.
No, she meant Albert Gonzalez.
You're always holding me. You're always holding me. I'm
Hey,
gonna eat these Skittles.
Hey, she
Skittles
read about Speedy Rodriguez on my essay.
Oh,
All right,
God.
so Speedy Gonzalez ride. Where's this at?
Dallas.
Dallas.
Damn fool, you don't even listen either. She said when she lived in Dallas, there was a ride. Oh man,
Speedy Rodriguez.
Robert Rodriguez.
Oh, well, here
Hey,
in
so what?
town, we
I
had the
never told you about that?
Roadrunner.
I want to hear the story about him being an extra. on
Roadrunner
Oh,
Express.
yeah. No, tell us that story. Machete.
They were looking for like tattooed Hispanic
Where were
people.
you?
Yeah, how'd this happen?
Robert Rodriguez has a studio, Troublemaker Studio in like North Austin. Like, I can't remember what road, but it's in North.
Dang, that's
Austin.
Chafa, and he's from here.
You gotta get it where you live it.
Exactly.
Man, you made that drive.
Well, anyway, so I went up there and they're looking for tattooed Mexicans, right? That's what they wanted. So like, I was the third person. We got the audition started at 10 in the morning. I got there at like 3 in the morning. Me and the homies.
How did you hear about it?
One of the homies saw it on like Craigslist or some
Oh
shit.
wow.
So like we went. We were like we were the third people in line, and we sat there. We got fucking faded in the parking lot.
About to be in the movie.
And like the next day we all auditioned and they chose me. And then the day like where they were recording, it was like in Wimbledon. And like they said it's like a pulga. It was like an outdoor soccer field kind of area, but it was like indoor kind of. All I know is like they wanted tattooed Mexicans, but they made me wear a jacket.
What the hell?
And they gave me a rubber gun. So I'm sitting there with a rubber. I have 1 second on screen where I'm just like with the rubber gun, and that's it.
I wish we could hear that. The audience could hear what that sounded like.
But
I just it was so quiet.
Because it was a rubber gun.
But it was super dope. Like Danny Trejo was like right there. We sat there for 12 hours, just kind of waiting around for like 20 minutes of work. Jesse James was my stunt coordinator, and all his job was just to like hold my ladder, and then he was like, "Hey, you want any water?" Super cool dude.
Was this the one that has De Niro in it?
It was part 2.
Part 2 has De Niro.
Yeah, it was the scene right where like Sophia is getting ready to like they're getting the car to go meet up with Sophia, and like they blew up a car like 50 feet away from me. That shit was dope, bro. Like it was just
That's tight.
it was dope. Like the controlled explosion was super sick.
That's cool. Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Danny Trejo was like chit chatting with us. Everyone was like too scared to talk to him, and I was just like,
Bro, he seems like the nicest guy.
yeah, I was just like, how's your day? And he just kind of looked at me. He was like, I wish I could grill on this grill. I'd make some carnitas. And I was just laughing. I was
on this grill.
done, bro. Like, he was cool. It was a cool day. It was a wonderful experience. But I felt super out of place, like, because all the other Mexican dudes there were from Austin. And I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, Lou, did you try the new IPA, man?
Yeah.
Totally reeks, man.
Yeah, straight up.
Drink it at the draft house.
Actually,
With my $5 taco.
they were kind of weird. They were kind of
Sorry,
like,
I'm late.
Win a Torchies, bro.
they were weird to talk to me. So like the whole day I was just kind of sitting there and like, it was before like, you know, cell phones were super like active.
Are you like a real Chicano?
But it was a great experience. I loved it. They paid me $125.
Wow.
Wow, that's cool.
That's what's up.
To meet Danny Trejo.
You still get royalties?
No.
Do you still
They
get
didn't even put me in the credits. I was mad at that.
Wow. That's fucked up.
Because I sat there all day.
I mean,
Crazy.
what else you got for us, Albert?
Yeah, what you got? You got any more Skittles? Someone pass me those Skittles.
I've already had too many.
Ask me a
I need
question.
like one more of them.
What do you
I thought you were gonna ask us the question. You're
Yeah,
gonna.
I thought it was your turn. It was your turn to
Okay.
interview.
I said Coyote for
Oh,
second.
Bugs Bunny.
No, the second Looney Tune that goes hard.
I said Daffy Duck.
Daffy Duck. I said the Coyote. You said
Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Hernandez.
Speedy Rodriguez.
Speedy Cortez.
Speedy Espinosa.
What about you, Lou? Who goes hard?
I told you it's Tasmanian Devil all the way.
No, Tasmanian Devil. Damn.
Or maybe Darkwing Duck.
Oh,
Hey.
okay. Hold on. I'm gonna say it here because I'm gonna keep bringing this shit up.
Launchpad McQuack.
Angels in the outfield is
This
not
fool's
on
still
Disney
with
Plus.
that. He's still with that. Bro, he's been talking about that on Twitter, on Instagram, everywhere.
So what? That's your favorite baseball movie?
Bro, it's a great movie.
Yo, if y'all could see the serious look he gave me.
No, it was one of my favorite movies growing up. And then, now I have my son and I've been putting him onto like
One of my
classics.
favorite goofs.
He's teaching his son to flap his wings.
Yeah, no, we're going to
one of my
baseball.
favorite movies
We're
growing
going
up
to
was
Anaheim
Colors.
Angels.
Wait,
Colors.
what?
Yes. I don't know. For some reason, my dad always used to take me
That's
to
a
like,
great movie.
Right?
I watched it as a kid. Like my older cousins would be watching it. And the scene that I always saw was where we were, what's his name?
Sean Penn?
No, Robert Duvall.
Well, there you go.
Where he's on the ground. Like the ending scene.
What about when Sean Penn spray paints that dude's face?
Oh, yeah. Was that the
it's-
Mexican guy, right?
And it was like his girlfriend's cousin or little brother or something?
Yeah, because Sean Penn's dating a Mexican girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm trying to put my son onto like some Disney movies. This one from Angels in the Outfield to Colors.
Yo, my dad had no filter. He took me to like, I saw Boys in the Hood. I saw Colors. I saw
Colors.
Above the
Colors.
Rim.
Colors.
I saw that when I was little.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah.
Classic.
No, but like, I guess the one reason why I'm like adamant with this thing was just like,
Yeah, my
I was
dog
so
is
surprised.
mad that
I
he
was so
can't come
surprised
in.
that it wasn't on Disney Plus because
Oh,
again,
that's
I'm
why
going
he
through
went
the-
off.
I was going through the classics, showing my son some of the films, and then I type in, I was like, oh, you know what? Angels in the Outfield. Like, this was one of my favorite movies growing up. And I type it in, and it's not on there.
I always forget that Gordon Levitt's in it.
Why isn't it on there?
I don't know. I tweeted about it, hoping to get some sort of answer.
Traction.
I'm making assumptions on things that I don't know, and I would actually really like to find out, like, why Angels in the Outfield isn't on Disney.
Bro, you know how many Disney movies there are, though?
I know there are a lot, but Angels in the Outfield has such an amazing cast. Like, amazing cast, and it's an amazing work of art.
It has
And
what's his name from Back to the
Christopher
Future.
Lloyd.
Hold up. I just typed in why isn't Angels in the Outfield and it just said finished on Disney Plus.
Wait, what?
That's probably me.
It's all
probably
his
me.
tweets and his Instagram
Yeah,
posts.
that's probably me.
There's
All
a
right.
whole Reddit post about it.
All right, top
Really?
five. All right, top 5 Disney movies.
I'm not a Disney fan. I'm more of a Pixar fan. So
But Disney pretty much like helped form Pixar.
I guess
Or aren't some Pixar films Disney?
Pixar's kind of its own.
Yeah, but Pixar is A Bug's Life. It's
Toy
Wow.
Story.
Toy Story.
Stories, it's
It's still
Finding
Disney.
Nemo.
How many Toy Stories are there?
Yeah.
Like 5.
I've only
Yeah,
seen
I think
2.
it's 5.
I mean, there's some movies that start and it's like Disney, and there's some that have the lamp. And it's
Okay,
like
Lou, you go
Pixar.
with your go with your top 5.
The little
Your
old
top-
man. The little old man playing chess.
Yeah.
I only like original shit. Like I'm
Well,
an old man. I don't
like
watch any like new
Fantasia.
cartoons. Like
No, Lou would watch the Mickey Mouse on the boat in black and white.
Or Popeyes.
oh, really, baby?
OG Popeyes.
All right,
the
so
coal.
go top 5 or top 3?
Do top 3. Top 3.
Top 3, okay.
Lion King's dope. I never saw the remake though.
We talked about that
I
on the
guess I'm
podcast.
just done with the after that. Like I don't know. I really,
Out of the originals,
Toy Story,
okay, Toy Story, and
Lion
number 3.
King, Beauty and the Beast is dope.
Okay, see.
Shout
Alright.
out,
That's
hold
a
up. My homeboy, I got a boy. He rides Burst, but everyone calls him Chip, and everyone calls him Chip because he looks like the fucking little cup. You know what I'm talking about? He looks like the little cup when he was a boy in Beauty and the Beast. I love you, Chip. I hope you hear this.
Does he talk with a British accent?
Nah.
That'll be some shit, right? All right, Dom, top 3.
I'm more of a Pixar
Probably.
person, even though it's the same company.
Probably.
I read this one time in my essay that Pixar's different from Disney.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. I love you, Dom.
Probably Lilo and Stitch.
Oh,
that's
that is a great fucking
Jose,
pick.
shut the fuck up.
That's a great pick.
Shut up. So, Lilo and Stitch. Do y'all remember the Iron Giant?
Oh, yeah.
The boy with the red jacket?
Everybody knows the fucking Iron Giant, bro. Go to the next one.
And probably,
I'll be in for a moment.
probably Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2, for sure. Oh, and what's it called? What is the Egyptian one? Remember?
Let's
Not the
see.
Last Egyptian.
You're asking the wrong person.
Wait, that one was Disney?
It's Pixar. Journey to Atlantis was dope. The other one, the Last Egyptian one, about the Egyptian,
I know what you're
The
talking about.
Moses?
probably.
Moses.
The Egyptian.
Yeah, it's where...
It's an early 2000
Moses.
film.
Yeah, it's...
I just
about
remember they
Moses.
had the toys at McDonald's.
The Prince of Egypt.
The Prince of Egypt.
Prince of Egypt.
Dang.
Yeah.
That one's dope.
Thank you.
That one's a
Egyptian.
Disney or Pixar?
I don't know what it is.
So you're saying Pixar and Disney.
Well, I don't know. I guess it's all the same, really.
It is the same thing.
I don't know.
DreamWorks is the one that's different.
DreamWorks, whatever.
DreamWorks is the
Pixar.
one that's separate.
No, so the Prince of Egypt is actually DreamWorks animation. So is that the same?
Okay, so then you need a Disney movie.
I don't know.
You said Iron Giant and
Iron
Toy Story
Giant,
2.
Toy Story 2, Lilo and Stitch.
Okay, yeah, those.
The Journey to Atlantis. Fly ass movie.
Right.
It's like 5.
No, seriously, 5%.
Albert's gonna be Angels in the Outfield, Angels in the Outfield 2, Angels in the Outfield, that went straight to DVD.
No.
What was the one where that dude's let me get the stinky cheddar, and he's like a pitcher.
Oh,
Little Big League.
what?
I don't think that's a Disney film.
Soul
Yeah.
was a good movie. I cried during Soul.
Soul
you know,
was good.
Monsters Inc. is Pixar.
You talk about my boy Mike Wazowski?
Why'd you call me? Mike Wazowski. Yeah, Monsters Inc. is good. Monsters Inc. is really good.
I thought that was Albert saying that.
Oh, that was me, fool.
You should be a ventriloquist.
Adventure.
Is Ratatouille?
All right.
Does Ratatouille count? Ratatouille was fucking.
Oh, Ratatouille is
Ratatouille was
fucking
dope.
dope. I love Ratatouille.
Ratatouille was
Okay,
dope.
I've named like my top 10, so go
She
ahead.
did. So
All
your
right,
turn.
I'm about to
Just
bless
go
you.
ahead.
So
Yeah.
after Angels in the Outfield, Angels in the
No,
Outfield,
no,
Angels
no,
in the
no,
Outfield,
no.
Angels in the
No.
Outfield.
Angels in the Outfield
Angels, Revenge of the Outfield.
I'm just really just trying to make myself more aware to why it's not on the Disney Plus. That's the only thing.
You already went on that rant.
Hold on, I'm paying a premium price. So, anyways.
I'd be pissed.
Yeah, I'd be pissed. I'm paying
a premium
for
price.
this shit. So, number one Disney movie right here, the Goofy movie.
Oh yeah.
Hands down.
You know,
Hands down.
Which one, though?
Looks so good,
Bro, I just said it. The Goofy movie.
Okay, not the extreme
That's
one,
the
right?
original.
Yeah, I would have said
Okay.
the
Was the
extreme.
Goonies
then-
a Disney movie?
Yo, that pizza that they were eating looks so good.
Yeah.
That's like probably the
All right, look.
Best
the
looking
Goofy,
pizza I've ever
The
seen.
Goofy movie is my number one. Number two is gonna have to be Fox and the Hound. Fox and the Hound.
Dom was like, what are you talking about, you old ass motherfucker?
with the slight nod.
Yeah, no, Fox and the Hound's a good one, and then
You seen it, Lou? I've never seen
no,
it.
it's a really old one, and recently I actually learned.
I think I saw it in class when like the teachers didn't want to teach.
Yeah, no, it's about a fox and a fucking hound, and
Straight up.
Good synopsis.
yeah. Anyways, it's a really good story, and then actually recently learned that Tim Burton was one of the animators for that film, uncredited, but he worked on that film. That's a pretty cool thing. But number three, I definitely have to go with another Disney movie that I could watch all the time, which is Aladdin.
Oh,
Hey,
talk that.
Hey, the new one wasn't that bad either.
You speak for yourself, Lou.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, like
Speak for
stick to
yourself.
the original, yeah.
Yeah, it's the original.
The original was
Bro,
great.
bro,
Like,
no,
don't
no,
get me
no.
wrong.
Robin Williams, like in his like prime, like actually a lot of stuff that Disney works on with their actors for voiceovers was because of Robin Williams. Like he was like their first like big star that they wanted to get because his voice was so like distinctive.
Cheech Marin, baby. Don't forget about Cheech. He was one of the hyenas.
You like how it just got like solid quiet?
Yeah. See, it be your own people that don't support you.
Yeah, but no, the I believe the Lion King was after Aladdin, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because they saw how successful it was for
Oh,
them to invest.
I thought he was talking about the Lion King this whole time. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm talking about
Yeah,
Aladdin.
I'm sorry, Albert. Continue. I'm sorry.
No, so I'm talking about Aladdin, but anyways,
I'm like looking at different movies.
That's another reason why I really enjoy Aladdin because of that history that it has with Robin Williams. Yeah, no.
Everybody looked at me like, what is he talking about?
It got
Wait,
so
it was
quiet.
Robin Williams?
As the genie.
Yeah, he was the genie.
Oh, okay, I remember the voice.
Yo,
Yeah, no, yeah.
Robin Williams is just the most amazing,
Amazing
actor.
actor.
Most like, I wish I could have hugged him.
There's a really cool short
Just
documentary on YouTube about the whole project with Robin Williams and Disney and that film, and it's really cool to see like the early progress that they made because they specifically wanted the genie, like while they were creating this character, they wanted the genie to be Robin Williams, and the genie is actually based off of Robin Williams, and they literally just did a Hail Mary hoping that they would get him to agree, and it was like a very like long process, but they got him to be involved, and you know pretty much it turned Disney into the powerhouse of what they are now, able to get like big voices and big actors to be a part of these films. And
All I know is like, I love Robin Williams because he wore a fuck shirt, and that's so amazing to me. Like, he was just one of those guys. Like, I don't know.
so let's hear Jose's top three.
My top three?
It better be good. He's laughing at everybody.
cheated.
He's
Yeah,
laughing
this
at
one-
Yeah, so let's hear it.
Yeah, he's
Let's
laughing
hear
at
it.
everybody,
Yeah,
bro.
He's laughing at
Let's hear it,
everybody.
bro.
He has the weakest,
I know.
the weakest lineup.
No, Aladdin's got to be number one, man. Aladdin's so great. Like, it is so fucking great. I've watched that movie Dude, that movie's so great that I had the wrong case for the VHS. I had part 2, and I've always wondered, like, how come this scene's not in this movie? But I was a little kid. I didn't know better. But I literally, Prince Aladdin. Like, bro, I know all the fucking songs. Like, Aladdin is just incredible. So, I still have yet to see the one with Will Smith, and I don't want to.
Are you right?
I just don't want to.
It was okay.
Yeah, you don't. Need that.
I'm just like scared because they shouldn't have done
Done
anything
that.
to it.
Don't be scared.
Oh man, that scared me right there.
What's your second one?
Lion King, man, like you got to go with the Lion King. Oh, that was a good sound
Yeah,
effect.
that's a good time.
It's the only one I'll use.
The Lion King. Like
my homie's supposed to come over Sunday and teach me how to use this better because I'm
okay.
I'm super ignorant with technology.
You know, I put Lion King over Fox and the Hound.
Bro,
take that back.
Bro, right off the jump, bro.
Those bugs looked good. I was that kid that would see like, yo, those bugs look delicious.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, right off the bat, his dad dies, and you're like, what the like? This is terrible.
I remember crying as a kid.
If you didn't cry as a kid, like you have no soul. You had no soul, and you're probably on your phone right now, typing away.
All right, number three.
Number 3, A Bug's Life, bro. I loved watching A Bug's Life. Like, to me, that's such a great movie. It's this dude that's just trying to win over this other ant. And to me, it's better than Ants. And if you disagree, you're a hater. Because Ants was a weird movie.
Yeah, Ants was cool.
It was a weird movie.
A Bug's Life, though.
But what I liked about A Bug's Life is it started that trend where you saw the Easter eggs in other movies.
Yeah.
And to me, that was cool about Bug's Life. I think it was the
But
first
that's
time.
what's cool about Pixar movies, not Disney movies, but Pixar
What's
movies.
a Disney
is that
Pixar, yeah.
you get like those Easter eggs in like every movie, basically.
Yeah, you always see the space.
Or something,
the
or
space
the pizza truck, yeah, or whatever. Just little stuff, the Woody somewhere.
I don't know, but Disney's buying everything.
I'm scared, bro.
Everything's a Disney movie now. Bringing Spider-Man now. Like, it's just crazy to see Disney grow so fast.
I'm gonna buy Wabi Sabi.
All right. To be honest, this is the longest time I've gone over. I usually end it at an hour and 30 minutes, or an hour and 51 minutes. I love it. I love it that we could all just bullshit and have a good time for that long. Shout out Shiner outside barking, "Fuck you, shit brick for real, rolling poop."
He just marked that.
He's mad that he can't come in, but I gotta watch him.
We're gonna build a Disney World on the west side. Fuck a goofy movie.
All right, one more time, Jose. If people want to like follow you, where can they follow you?
You can follow me at Sports Guy Jose on Twitter, Instagram, Moco Space, MySpace, Tumblr.
Hey,
Block him.
just so you know, he's verified.
I'm verified.
What about
So
you?
you won't ever see a fake account of mine that has an OnlyFans link in the bio. Like
I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna make one with pictures
Now
of
we're
you.
about to go hard.
I know Jose about to get some fake accounts.
I know.
a fan account.
Do it.
The what you call it?
The updates and
The
shit.
sentence underneath the picture is like, I'm verified.
So, if they want to follow you, Albert, how do they follow you?
You could follow me. Easy way, go to albertgonzalezart.com.
Nice.
And then from
Is that your website?
Yeah, Albert Gonzalez with an S at the end. Albert Gonzalez.
Hey, that's
Art.
important to say.
Yeah. Emphasis on the S. AlbertGonzalezArt.com. You'll see links to the story that Jose did in the news media section. If you want to follow me on social media, I have links to all my social media on my website. You can click that link. I also have, a bunch of other cool links to other projects that I'm working on. So you could probably spend a good amount of time just learning more about projects that I'm doing around the city.
Killing it, man.
Shows that we're doing around the city.
He's killing it.
If you want to be a part of the art community, if you want to be involved with supporting the art community, just shoot me a message, send me an email, and let's link up and let's add to your collection and let's get you involved.
What about you, Dom?
You can follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, or you can come to the print shop, the only last print shop in San Antonio, right off 410 San Pedro. Come say hi. Let's print some of your photos. Let's make some cool shit. Let me develop your film.
So how do they follow you? Where do they follow you at?
So you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram at Domskiat. If you try to find me on Facebook,
Hey, can you spell it out?
it's DOMSQUIAT. Don't try to find me on Facebook.
Cara Libro. We don't do that. We
Yeah, I
don't
don't
do that
do
meta world.
that. So
I
it's
don't
just
do
Twitter and
Yo,
Instagram.
I kind of want to do Meta World. I kind of want to make things in Meta World.
I want to go back to RuneScape.
Whoa,
Yo.
what's that?
You never know?
No, talk to me.
So, well, man, I was just
We're gonna have to
nerd.
start all over
So, I
again.
mean, I
What's
was-
RuneScape?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I was
Might have to
blessed
start a
as
new
kid.
episode. Part 2.
RuneScape, man. It's kind of like
Disney
man,
World,
I
Disney
played
World,
it.
sequel.
Yeah, the real ones know what's up with RuneScape. If you were on RuneScape, man, that's all I'm gonna say. Google it. It was cool.
Fuck, Jose.
What'd you say?
Hey, you might need to
He's
do
just
part
cracking me
2.
up, bro. Yo, like, subscribe, Leave comments. Leave comments. I'm tired of y'all not leaving
Vote
comments.
Jose out of here, please.
Yeah,
I
leave
got 80
comments.
people
Please.
subscribing. Leave comments. Talk shit to me. Talk shit to
Talk
me.
a lot of shit.
And if you don't like this episode, you can subscribe to these hands.
He said, "Yo, if you don't like this episode, you can subscribe to Jose's hands."
Trebla
I love
Art.
it.
Follow me, Trebla Art.
I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for listening. If you listened for 100 for an hour and 54 minutes and 38 seconds, I love you.